All right, welcome to the VGOnline 24 Immaterial Missing Power Suimuso tournament. I'm Zombie Moo, and I'm joined here by my fellow commentator, Kalma.
Hello, hello. I'm excited to be here. It's going to be a great set of matches here as we get our first two on board here. I believe, like you said earlier, this should be a pretty exciting bracket. We got some heavy hitters for sure here. And I think we already have our first two on stage and ready to go here. I believe.
Yeah, this should be Beiko versus Greg. I
Mhm.
expect Beiko will probably be playing either Yomu or Suika, and then I'm not actually sure who Greg has been playing. Um, he's a
Look,
bit more of an underground IM player, so be excited to see how this goes.
it looks like we got a Alice hover, but may not be, just characters like get everything ready here. But what do you know about the Beiko and Yomu? What do we expect to see today? Like in terms of like how they're gonna play, or if it's just gonna be the Yomu tonight, or what do we expect to see from Beiko?
Yeah, I mean, Bago's been a very long time player, so he's got a lot of tools under his belt. Again, most known for the Yomu, which is exactly what we're seeing here, and Greg on the Alice. This is a very space-controlled matchup for Alice. She has the longer range normals, better zoning, but Yomu hurts. So we'll see Bago looking for any opportunity to get in and get started.
Yeah, we'll see right now how we start this matchup. Pretty much just feeling each other out here for the first match of today. Uh, Greg already looking, trying to find an opening here, and already in the corner, it feels like Big has to work their way out, and or with this onslaught of pressure, it's gonna be really, really difficult to navigate the space.
Yeah, a lot of great neutral coming out from Greg there. Just keeping Baco locked down, not letting him get started. And that's exactly what we had to see. So right into the corner knockdown. Tries to bait a bomb, no success, but controls the escape with 236B.
Yeah, it's interesting to see like how both Bacon and Greg are like a nice bomb to reset pressure here one more time, but controlling space here with using the spirit meter, and it makes it so difficult, especially when you in these situations where you have no meter and nothing to work with, and you're pretty much at risk of being spear broken. So you have to make a desperate decision.
And the first round there going Greg's way. Pretty dominant overall, but again, this is the kind of matchup that can really be decided in one little interaction between Alice and Yomu. If Yomu finds the opportunity to get in, you're going to see that Alice is going to lose potentially very quickly in two, maybe even 3 or 2 hits. But Greg does have the 2 bombs to work with. Effectively, Alice's best escape here. Managed to escape the corner, but as you can see, already down to half health just from one bad interaction.
It's just good to show like how much these characters can totally put their heart on you, especially when you're in the corner and you have not a lot of resource to work with. Either no bombs or no reversal. There's so much going on, especially in towards the end of these rounds where you don't have a lot of health to work with.
Yeah, we can take a moment to maybe appreciate these custom palettes. I believe Alice is stealing the Yomu colors here. And then Baco's got like a little Halloween orange.
Just missed it in time for the end of the season here for Halloween, but still looking great.
Oh, tries to find room for the reflector, but not quite able to get it off in time.
Nice opportunity.
Declares
Did both
ways.
declare? Whoa, yeah. A little bit of an awkward scramble here as we're back to mid-screen trying to find an opening, and he hit. Oh my god!
Wow, great trade going out for Greg.
Yeah, actually.
So Greg is going to have to be a little careful here. The run past will deny Alice her range advantage, and scores Baco a hit here on the reversal. Very low on health poke going both ways.
Nice. And as we near the end of the declare here, it's going to be a little awkward. Oh, the actual dash through there, but doesn't connect.
Yeah, great punish, and Greg is going to take the first game.
Yeah, what do you think we can see Baco do to try to maybe keep Greg locked down? Because I feel like there are points where Greg is really, really good at trying to navigate the space and then cross through bullets pretty convincingly to try to deal with Baco, but there's not a lot of points where he's getting locked down.
Tries to go for the delay O-bomb there, but gets hit. But I think from Baco, we're just going to have to see a little more patience. Just work a little bit harder to get in and respect Greg's offense just a bit more. Losing maybe a bit more health than he should when he's getting knocked down. But we do see a pallet switch up, and maybe that's what Baco's going to need. Got the 0 colors coming out for Baco.
All right, coming out. Yeah, the nice bomb to reset the pressure once more and give Alice a little bit of room to breathe here. Big combo incoming here. Nice solid damage, trying to find a way. Yeah.
But another big counter hit, going to lead straight into enough damage to bring Alice down.
He's already got all set up here. Trying to find a way to keep contained, but actually managed to get out of the corner, and now the rolls are reversed. But just as I say, that comes right back.
Huge reflector on the spinner there. Managed to get in and bait out Greg's second bomb here. So if Baco's careful, it's very possible for him to deny Greg from getting another bomb this entire round, and could just snowball any hit into a victory.
Yeah, it's pretty big at this point, not having as much resource to work with here, and no bombs on the table, like you said.
Yeah, Alice's defense is definitely her weak point as a character, and she does rely on those bombs. Ooh, great anti-air 2A.
Just trying to find a way, weaving, navigating the space super well. Nice hit, and now able to close the gap a little bit, and then we're back, like, moving from this, like, super close up front play, and then playing this, like, nice
conversion off the dash.
Yeah.
Not quite enough to kill, and Greg does get the declare, but still stuck in the corner here. Still no bombs.
Super awkward.
And this,
yeah.
This bomb super is not going to help him escape, so we're going to see Baco tying it up 1-1.
Okay, yeah, 1 game of pieces here as we go into our final game. I wonder what we can see like Greg do to try to like work their way around and try to open up Baco a little bit more. It feels like there's a lot of points like that where we get to see all of these jump-ins work really, really well against Baco, but maybe it just be like the way that the combo starts, because I feel like a lot of the times in this game, it's a lot of like on-the-fly combo hits, and like you have to deal with what you can get as pickups.
Yeah, with Alice especially, play around whatever your setup happened to be. You know, you use the 5C dolls, O-bomb frame trap, bit of damage when it goes away, punishes the air tech.
Oh, super big here on the knockdown. Nice and
Not
safe.
quite
Actually, it's
able
a
to deny
declare.
the declare. Take throw.
Yeah.
Misses the combo. Alright, big knockdown for Greg. Going to try and snowball this. Okay, stagger high. Blocks the 6B. Ooh, 6B counter hit. It converts into the O-bomb.
Just shy, not enough to kill. You're still looking for a hit to end this round here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the delay hit in the end does catch.
Yeah, being on that 1 pixel against Alice is just so scary. She may not have the highest damage all the time, but she's very good at landing those single hits.
Yeah.
But full combo going Baco's way. 4,000 damage. Huge lead to start the second round off with.
This does a decent amount of resource here. No bombs on the table, but it still can make it hurt at the slightest inconvenience here.
I think Baco has sort of recognized Greg's tendency to air tech here and tried to take advantage of it, but doesn't quite get a full punish there, and instead gets punished in the corner himself.
Oh, nice. Able to get that air dash in the end to get the second hit as we go to the final round here.
Oh, boots right through the spinner.
Ooh, I
full
love that.
corner
Yeah.
pickup. Super optimized, 3,700 damage. Sort of being
able to go right through the doll. That was great stuff there. Already pretty cognizant of what Greg's trying to do in neutral to try to buy some space, and now Baco's already getting their offense started here. Look at this. Oh my god.
Yeah, converts the clean hit 5C with the BDP O-bomb. You know, something that Baco's Yomu was always known for is he will go for the hard combos. He'll go for the optimal combos. He's not afraid of that, and he is absolutely getting max damage off of these hits this round. right, well, here's
Damage.
Greg's chance to get started. Converts into a
Nice.
laser. Very solid damage.
Maybe potentially another chance here to get. Was there one more time? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Not gonna kill, but gonna put in a really good spot here. And declare retaliation here. And the sword swipe does catch.
Yeah, it just punishes that air dash.
Yeah,
Just
that's
straight up.
it does. It's a great job of like basically taking 2/3 of the screen like at any point necessary there, where it's like you either do like it catches like air dash forward like we just saw. It can catch like a really poorly spaced like bullet or anything like
Yeah, any
that.
just very normal or bullet. This
Yeah,
does a
exactly.
great job of just catching out and just controlling the screen and denying you access to pretty much all of your tools at that 2/3 range. Um, and it's not too bad on block either. So like sometimes you can, when you have that kind of health lead, just throw it out there and see what happens. Like, obviously paid off for Baco here, but even if the air dash never came and it had been blocked, it wouldn't have been so bad. Maybe just punished by the laser from full screen.
Yeah, exactly. You have so much to work with there, so it's like it's really good to use in that space for sure. And there's definitely many opportunities as we get to move on here in the bracket to get to see Greg here, because as a double elimination, there's a
Yeah,
chance you can fight back, crawl back through.
Yeah, always looking forward to seeing, uh, that kind of player show up again. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of Greg. We did see that, like many Marvel players, though, Baco did find success picking 0 in the end. Able to take it and stay in winners and move on to the top 8.
For sure, yeah. And I think we're getting our next match here on deck here in a moment. So while we get everyone sorted here, I can run you a little bit through that. I believe that should be Paul Rog and Sigets. And I think this should be, is this Reimu Hong?
Yeah, I expect this to be a
so.
Reimu mailing. But I know Sigets does have a couple other characters. I know he plays a bit of Yuko, and I think he was even experimenting with a Sakia. So it's very possible that that's not quite the matchup we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I know that Paul's been playing Reimu for quite a bit, right? Definitely not a new player when it comes to...
Yeah, coming from Paul's way, I do expect to see the Reimu. I believe that he has a couple other characters that he can play as well, but for tournament, I don't expect it to be anything but Reimu.
Yeah, definitely seems to be his most experienced character, but like you said with Sigets, there's a chance for anything to come into play here. So it'll be interesting to see like how Paul Rog can adapt to that, because that may be a factor here where it's like you get introduced to characters that you may not be as familiar with, or just like you play a certain type of style that may not be great, but it looks like it is going to be the meleeing.
Yeah, so right now we're seeing Mei-Ling versus Reimu, both sort of notoriously low damage characters. So we're in for the long haul. If you need to refresh your snacks, grab a drink, now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a few minutes.
This is definitely going to be a war of attrition here, but we'll see how this goes. Yeah.
Yeah, so one thing Hong does have going for her is this corner pressure loop is very strong. The little key blast she has is +5 on block, and she's really able to lock you down. But Paul does manage to find a way out, and so now we're going to see Reimu excel at her zoning game.
Yeah, I definitely think this is where you see the most amount of hurt here. Like off the zoning damage with bullets, and then trying to find a way to deal after the resets. But already, this back and forth is working. Even though the damage does show Reimu in the lead, Sigets does have a little bit of advantage right now.
Yeah, Sigets able to convert that corner advantage into a combo, but does drop it, unfortunately, and now stuck in the corner.
Ooh.
Going to get guard broken by 5D, completely air unblockable. Full combo going Reimu's way.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see Paul Rog, try to go back and retreat to take space. Is that something you get to see a lot when it comes to Reimu, where it's like you take the knockdown and you just like almost try to reset even from the corner?
Yeah. In this game especially, you want to be able to cover the forward rolls out of the corner without losing the corner. So it's very common to give up quite a bit of space, try to get like a meaty projectile on them, and sort of just force them into that space.
Ooh, guard break.
5e guard break. All right, knockdown. Follows the roll. Doesn't quite get the meaty though.
Yeah, and you can see what you mean about like this game, or specifically this matchup being super low pace. Like pretty deep into the health bars now, and we're just seeing the first declare. 6 bars here on the table for both players, pretty much here.
6 bars going Sigget's way, and with this particular super, the Light Sign Brilliant Jade, it's very abusable on block. So we're gonna probably see this come out quite a bit, and see Paul lock down the corner until he chooses to use a bomb, which is immediately, but does declare and get put right back in the same situation.
Ooh. A little bit of an awkward scramble, but Sigget's definitely still in control here. Just set on the block. Yeah, this but so close to guard break.
Ooh. Accidental super coming out from Paul, going to guard crush himself, and again stuck in the corner. Just going to have to block another super here.
This is so awkward. Yeah, we were running the timer down here for after this declare, but still opportunity does manage to get into the scramble. The bomb does reset one more time though.
Yeah, Paul looking for any opportunity here to play.
Oh wow!
Plus on block again, but bombs it.
Oh, actually manages to weave right under. Nice, but still, even this pressure, it's so hard to escape from.
Yeah, and Paul is out of bombs. So suddenly the corner loop pressure from Mei Ling is quite a bit scarier. But does manage to return to neutral. Again, where Reimu excels.
Yeah, it's just finding that space, finding that opportunity to get going is where Paul Rugg really needs to be. The bomb retaliation does keep Reimu locked down for a little while longer to find a hit. Needs to get something going here, but this Scrappy Scramble is seeming to work out for Paul a little bit better right now.
A nice conversion. Managed to convert that air-to-air into a grounded pickup and close out the first round. We got the coast-to-coast pickup.
Nice. Actually manages to get out. So gets buys himself a little bit of space to get going now, and we're still back to neutral though with Paul Rugg. Does have all our opportunities to lay out this damage here and try to chip out.
Yeah, so far all the straight hits going Paul's way this round, but again, being the more close range, pressure-centric character, we kind of expect Reimu to earn those early leads and then potentially see this corner knockdown get converted into more for Sigget. Chases the roll with jump A, but right back to neutral.
Yeah, basically just looking for something for Sigget to get started here, but having to weave through the onslaught of bullets makes it so difficult, and Paul Rugg definitely showing their strength here with the zoning. Nice, so you don't have to follow up here with this bomb. Takes the knockdown.
Yeah, and one thing we're going to see here, if Sigget can find this room to declare, is that while Mei Ling is a low damage character with the level 2 spell card, she does have some comeback potential. But Paul is going to deny that declare and avoid the super entirely.
Yeah, isn't able to get started in that second round there. We felt like it was a lot closer right in the beginning, where I guess they're trying to find their footing and see where they can try to contest, try to work their way around. But once Paul Rugg had something going, it was really hard for Sigget to get started. We will see them stay on the Mei Ling, and there won't be a character change just yet. But what do you think we can see as a little bit of variation for Sigget to get started?
Wow, amazing jump A. Managed to get the full corner combo, but reads the roll wrong, and Paul again manages to escape without too much harm done.
It's actually working out super well here. All right, Sigget manages to keep. Doesn't read the roll in right away, so this does lead to awkward scramble. Look at all this carry.
Yeah, Reimu is probably one of the best characters of the game at carrying you from corner to corner, whether on block or on hit. She's just able to string those bullets together and push you as far as possible.
Yeah, all right, now able to get something going.
A nice pickup from the counter hit.
No scrambling, but Sigget managed to basically drag Paul Rugg all the way to this left corner here. Doesn't manage to get that on the roll in this time here.
Big counter hit. Ooh, nice pickup with the air back
Oh,
dash.
I love the declare after that. That was a great opportunity there to take some space and get this going. Regen everything, and once you can get Polar up to stay still and block for a little bit, you're able to spend your supers here just right. And this might be a good opportunity to do so. The declare keeps Polar contained for just a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like we'll probably see a couple supers on block here. One way or the other, both these supers, again, great on block. Tons of chip damage, tons of spirit damage. Um, Mailings in particular being plus on block as well. Both players just looking for the opportunity, and Paul being the one to find it.
Yeah, finding it right now, but looks like they get a chance to do it on their own right here. Trying to find an opportunity for Polog to mash up. Nice catch here. Does actually get to connect the super this time.
Yeah, Paul calls out the dash reset there with the 2A and manages to convert it into just enough to kill.
All right, still has them locked down though. So has a little bit to work with here. Trying to find. I love it. Was that frame trap with the O bomb?
Yeah, using the O-Bomb delayed off of the Rainbow Punch to get a frame trap and get a full combo there.
Oh, actually ready for the jump in there. I like the rising button to try to check to get there.
Very narrow trade there coming with Paul's anti-air.
Ooh. Dash-in does catch Polog this time.
Yeah, this time able to re-corner him after the knockdown, but not able to actually convert it into anything. But very nice job of catching his escape with that JB. Yeah, we do see Sigurds adjusting a bit, trying to use these rings to potentially absorb some of Reimu's projectiles and create space for him to move in and try to navigate this neutral a bit more than before.
I really
levels of success, but
I really like the use of them using the ring to basically walk behind it and be like, okay, you're gonna jump in, I'm gonna check you with like a 5A or 5B or like a rising jump in. Oh, actually gets guard broken that time.
Just narrowly misses the conversion there.
Nice. Does get something started here. A little bit of room for Sigurds to breathe. Tries to get the roll in, but doesn't, unfortunately.
Paul finds space to declare, so getting back nearly half of his life bar, but both players actually taking the opportunity. So this chip damage is going to stick now, coming out from the orb.
Actually manages to spend once more. Nice checks against. We'll get a combo out of it, but the knockdown does lead to a little bit of a scramble here.
All right, D-bomb's off. Tries to get in. So opportunity here for mailing this for big damage with the level 2 Yoho super.
No, actually whiffs the super.
Yeah, just a bit too close. But not quite in the corner, so no big conversion coming out here. Reimu 66B anti-airing.
Catch the knockdown. Really good spot here so far, but the bombs coming in super clutch on both sides here.
Yeah, both players are out of bombs, but Sigurds just earns one just now. And does get the corner pressure, so it's going to be a rough time for Paul to escape.
Yeah, not really much you can do right now to try to weave out. You have to specifically call a timing in your opponent's block string, and Paul actually manages to buy a little bit of rune here. Skeds trying to find a way to end this round, stay in this so far, but it's going to be difficult, very, very much so, especially when you give Paul room to get some zoning going.
I mean, just like I was talking about Alice being a character that it's really scared to have 1 HP against, Reimu's right in that boat.
Totally.
Low damage, but just an amazing jump A, and really just sticks it out there and controls the space that Sigurds was trying to use to escape.
Yeah, what a great job from Polrog there. Just gets to show, like, even in a matchup that you may not see as much when it comes to IAMP, like, just so comfortable, so super composed for the most part. Stuck to a game plan and pretty much had it down pat for the most part. So Sigurds had a lot of moments where you get to see, like, their experience and the character really show, and especially when you had like the level 1 declare come out, and they're just able to chip down so much. It really amounted to a lot, but in the end, Paul could make the difference. It was great stuff
Hmm.
from both of them, though.
Yeah, absolutely great stuff from both of them. So looking forward, it looks like probably our top 8 is close to decided at this point.
Hmm. Yeah, it looks like we're just waiting on just a few games here just to get decided. But while we have a little bit of time here, I just want to shout out a couple things here. Check out the VG shop, everyone. Yeah, Vortex Gallery Online 2024 is brought to you by 956 Productions with some exclusive merch. Please support the event at buying a shirt at 956pro.com/shop. And check out our Match Arena here. Vortex Gallery is proudly partnered with Match Arena to provide community prize pools for over 100 events. Contribute to the pot of your favorite games today, completely free by visiting matcharena.com/VGON24. And I think we have a pretty big pot for today, too. I know a couple of us have chipped in here, so give them some fat cash to some of our friends here tonight. So I'm excited to see who gets to get that.
Yeah, and if you have just a minute, it'd be great if you could get in here and just claim one of these codes for us. We've got
Hmm.
39 left, and uh, hopefully, we can maybe even get down to 0 by the end of the night.
Yes, please. Yeah, click them if you can, but also, while we have a sec, yeah, just wanted to remind everyone that Vortex Gallery is returning to Frosty Faustings here, January 23rd to 26th. Come check us out and bring your own mix to 4 days of community at FF17. Stay tuned to the official social media account at Frosty Faustings for updates. But all your favorite games are going to be there. Come check us out and have a great time, please. But yeah, it looks like we're still waiting on a couple of matches here for the top 8 to flush out. Just so maybe I can read some things off while we're waiting for our next match. It looks like Sagetz, after falling in winners to Paul, is going to play Vivi Mayoy in losers, and I believe that is actually top 8.
Yeah,
A
so
lot is playing Freudia right now, I believe, for winners quarters. And then I think that'll
yes.
make up the rest of our top 8 here, yeah.
So in winners, it looks like we're gonna have Dollar versus Polrog
Mm-hmm.
as our first matchup here, and as the first top 8 winner side match. And then after that, it will be Bako versus the winner of Frodia and Aloud, who are playing right now. Beyond that, we will have Greg versus the loser of Frodia Aloud. And then Sigets versus Vivi Mayoy for our final losers bracket match.
Yeah, we've already got to see some pretty great matches from people. You know, we've already seen Paul Rog, we've already seen Bako, we've seen Greg and Skets. Who are some other players that we have yet to see? Do you know much about them? What to expect for this top 8 here?
Yeah, I mean, I know a thing or two about IANT players, as it turns out. And our very next match is going to be Dollar versus Polrog, I believe. Let me get their attention.
Yeah, so Paul Rock, who we already got to see a little earlier here on the Reimu. We've already got to see the extent of their zoning and their prowess here in this game. It's interesting to see like how um, different their Reimu is from other characters I get to see in the cast. I feel like a lot of the times this game feels super like back and forth with the way that the knockdowns work and how you have to like essentially tech chase.
Yeah, there's a
And,
lot of different play styles, and
mhm.
the game has a wide variety of tempos, I would say. You could see the same match between two players. You could see like a 1 minute round, or you could even see like a 5 or 6 minute round, just depending on how well they have reads on each other or how risky they choose to play. So there's a lot of variety, I would say.
Yeah,
And
totally.
uh,
Yeah. Do you happen to know who Dollar is playing tonight? I'd love to see like
yeah,
what you
so
think about the matchup.
Dollar is probably the favorite to win this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of the guys who has never stopped grinding. And as a result, he's actually quite strong on probably at least half the cast. I think Marissa is definitely his main,
Mm-hmm.
um, but depending on his level of confidence or just how he's feeling, we might see like the Yukari. We could see like any number of characters. But I would expect Marissa, and if he's really feeling it tonight, we might see some Yukari or Patchouli.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'd love to get to see the Patchouli or the Yukari, but definitely Marissa is the one, like the most notorious player. Like, you know, he's really strong in the scope of the game. And I bet you that Paul Rock has a lot of experience against that character. So that would be a really interesting matchup if we end up getting that. How do you think a matchup like that would play out in terms of the two? Like how do you think that Marissa can deal with the onslaught of like bullets that Raven can do, and like what happens in that close range game?
I mean, this is actually like a very similar matchup almost to the Yomu Alice we saw earlier,
Mm-hmm.
where Marissa's damage and pressure is very, very strong, and Reimu relies sort of on the neutral game and poking and zoning. One of the biggest things we'll see is Dollar is going to ultimately want to find some way to protect his puffballs. Got these slow-moving projectiles that
Mm-hmm.
uh, blow up if they run into like any kind of other projectile. And Reimu obviously has great pokes. So on Paul's side, we're going to want to see him trying to get ahead of those puffballs and popping them from full screen before they become a threat.
Yeah, it's interesting like how Marissa like plays the projectile game, like the bullet game, super like unorthodox because of the puffballs and like the way that they command space so differently than anything else I've ever really seen. Do you think that that'll be like a really big factor, like how getting these puffballs set up and like how you're able to like walk behind them essentially and just like play your game, or do you think that like Paul Rudd can essentially just like deal with it in his own way?
Yeah, if Dollar's able to protect his puffballs and like really sort of play like almost bodyguard for them,
Yeah.
then Paul's going to have a really hard time playing the neutral game. And once the neutral game kind of gets destroyed, then Marissa will kind of just go to town on Reimu. Tons of damage, huge corner combos. Uh, but generally speaking, I do think Reimu has the tools to control them. She's got her
Hmm.
needles, which are amazing for poking, and like the homing amulets are also fantastic. So we're just going to have to see if Paul's able to control those puffballs or not.
Yeah, we'll see how this shakes out here. Already starting pretty fast. Oh my gosh, what a pickup setup. These are going to be crazy games. I can already feel it.
Yeah, so again, notice the puffballs. Dollar's going to want to protect them and sort of leverage the pressure they provide to get in on Paul.
Yeah, already getting to see a lot of these reversal into the urn. There's actual, there's so much going on with this character to weave through everything in the corner.
Yeah,
To
great
get
block
things.
from Paul on that 2-2A though, able to escape as a result. And now just going to look and try and control Dollar's approach.
Nice. Actually managed to get things set up and buy themselves a little bit of space with Dollar. Already back on the offensive just after just one hit.
And Dollar, not just looking to seal the round out, did try to steal one of Paul's bombs, a resource that is carried on between rounds. So if you have a huge lead like this and you bait the bombs, it will help you going to the next round. But Paul does hold on to both bombs, feeding that the round is more or less over with the 90% life lead, wanting to not go into the second round with a disadvantage.
Yeah, no. Get to see opportunity for Paul Rock to get some space, get this thing going, and then close the gap. And just like the way that they weave through this in and out space is gonna be super important for both of them to deal with. Dollar already managing to get a little bit of a guard break here and now buy some space and get the pop balls going. I love this pressure here we're seeing so far.
Mashes out on the urn reset. We see a little bit of Marissa pressure, but great call out, reading the JB into JC and just performing a graze attack in between.
Yeah, it was great.
So Paul, again, surviving Marissa's onslaught and doing a bit better of a job this round of fighting back. We saw that Dollar was pretty much uncontested in the last round, and but now the life totals are looking a little more even.
Yeah, I really like what we're seeing from Paul. Just pretty willing to contest, trying to find gaps, whether it be through grace attacks or just walking out and pressing a button. But right now, this is going to be so difficult to deal with. The low gets caught.
Ooh, cross up
Oh.
puffball. Very nasty Oki situation there.
Yeah, not much you can do right now, but Pollock has to find a way to get out if they want to take this round and even it out here. It's gonna be quite difficult. Bomb extension, nice.
Yeah, gets the damage. Again, Dollar looking for bombs towards the end of the round there, and Paul just being patient. You know, not biting like you know, maybe less experienced player would really just want to get out of the corner against Marissa. But huge jump A. Reimu's 2B is a very powerful anti-air, and even against most of the best jump-in normals in the game, it'll trade. But Marissa's jump A is just exceptionally disjointed and makes it very hard to use that move in this matchup, and just so risky.
Yeah, and right now, Pollock taking a lot of damage, you know, trying to work their way out. It's very, very difficult to get out of this position. Corner swap now, a chance to breathe, but again, getting put back does make it a little bit awkward. Actually manages to get something going here, but Dollar with these jump-ins, getting quite a
Potentially
bit
in
of
Paul's
mileage.
favor here, though, is a lot of that damage was stagger damage. So if you look at his red life, if he finds an opportunity to declare, he's actually getting so much back. But he is going to have to find that space.
Yeah. Oh, man, actually manages to do it.
Yeah, there it is. Manages to hold out to get 3 bars. A very respectable amount of fantasy seals. Ooh, this is going to punish the air tech.
All right, actually managing to even out the life count pretty nicely. A little bit of a deficit, but no reason he can't work it back here. Dollar's gonna give everything the power to keep this advantage growing, but needs to find an opportunity to declare as well.
Yeah, I mean, right now as Dollar, you're more than happy to sort of run the clock and run out Paul's super, but does manage to get the solar system declared. Got some orbs coming. A very powerful super coming out Marissa's way.
We check. Oh, dash gets caught.
Yeah, 5B staggers. Tries to get the anti-air backdash overhead.
Oh, in the end there, high does catch.
Yeah, 2-2A does hit cleanly overhead, and Paul was blocking low.
It's really interesting how this game, especially if you're not as experienced or you're maybe like not expecting with the way, especially the way the blocks work, because dealing with like bullets is its own like not like an overhead, but like a different type of status projectile. You know, a lot of people are like, "Whoa, that's a high, that's a low." Like this is crazy to deal with. You have to definitely like go through your paces to learn everything that's being put against you for sure. It's really funny.
Nice puffball, and yeah, this game does have a bit of a different offensive, I guess, system compared to most fighting games. You don't just get hit straight away by highs or lows. Instead, they drain your spirit bar, and then once your spirit bar is drained, you play like a little mini game where some of them will perform staggers on you, which are essentially puts you in a state where all you can do is block, and others will hit you cleanly. So there's a bit of like weighted RPS there. That the more experienced players understand quite a bit of nuance in.
Yeah, we're definitely
nice
getting to see it here today, but Dollar already on the offensive, has Polrog lockdown, not a lot to work with, has to O-bomb, try to buy some more space here, and actually does manage to get their meter back here.
Yeah, Paul's defense is looking really strong, but unfortunately for him, he has had trouble really getting his offense going, and just finding it difficult to keep up with Dollar at neutral. We see him in the corner more often than not.
Yeah, it's making it quite difficult here for sure. The declare does come out, does manage to get some chip on the board here. For the declared retaliation, the Obong to keep him contained does actually get the tech roll in this time. And now Polrog is still stuck here for a little while longer.
Yeah, and Master Spark declared for Dollar. Very high damage reversal that Reimu has a bit of difficult dealing with just because of her low overall damage. You can just kind of throw it out and not worry too much about the punish. Doesn't quite get the conversion, but
yeah, no problem there. Still has a little bit of time left to work with here, because we have to see that Spirit Gauge regen and connect with the super here does give an opportunity for Polrog to get something going. Oh, the contest there worked out so well.
Yeah, dash B right out of the corner, calling out Paul's movement there, and takes the round.
Yeah, her dash normals seem to be pretty good at like calling out like bullet or specific like later options with staggers in this game. So the way that command space, and especially if you get a pretty solid hit to get a combo out of it. So good.
Yeah, lots of 5e stagger coming out from Dollar in that guard crush. And again, we're seeing Paul accrue quite a bit of red life. So hopefully he'll be able to see that again later. But this is going to be a full JB loop in the corner. Tons of damage.
Yeah, look at the health just disappear here off the knockdown. Dollar able to walk away a 2-0 on top here.
Yeah, those stagger hits do build up a lot of red life, but if you never find the opportunity to declare, they're just as good as normal hits. And you're more than happy to take the health off the table. So good stuff to Dollar. We will see more of Paul in the losers bracket.
And it looks like while we had that sorted, we do have the rest of our top 8 figured out here. But I believe we'll still stay in winners to get our next match going here, because we have everything lined up and ready to go here.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like Freudia came out on top in the Freudia versus Allowed match. So we'll have Baco versus Freudia coming up next.
Yeah, and those two will get to fight to see who gets a chance to spar with Dollar. So that'll be exciting for sure. As you said here, just to round out the losers, we have Allowed and Greg on one side of losers with Getz and Vimayoya down to round us out here. But Baco versus Freudia. Do you know much about Freudia? We got to see Baco on stream a little earlier today, but excited to see who they're up against today.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of grinders, I would say that Freudia is probably likely maybe the second most active player in the Discord these days, next to Dollar. So again, a big favorite, big grinder. I believe that they often play Reimu, but we will see who they've decided to play for a tournament.
Looks like it might be Yukari today.
Yeah, maybe not a fan of that matchup, or maybe just preferring to play Yukari.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. I think this is the no, I don't think this is the first Yukari we see on the stream, sorry.
It'll be the first we've seen today. You know, seen her represented before in other like ladder brackets and so on. Other Yukari main Dollars confirming. Yeah, I know like many of the other very active players. They play many characters, but yeah, it looks like Yukari's their main.
Awesome.
So Yukari is a bit of a rushdown character. She's not common in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, definitely not a character I've seen a lot of, so interesting to see. I bet you Baco is still though experienced enough to know what to do around this character for sure.
Yeah, Baco definitely has plenty of experience against Yukari, having been playing the game for on and off for nearly 20 years now. So just keeping her locked down, trying to keep her from moving, but does manage to get in the air. Yukari has great projectiles for handling that sort of like dive kick angle, I guess. And again, the pseudo dive kick spin can prevent you from like really getting behind her.
It looks like Baco's doing a really good job of trying to catch like dash-ins though, with like 5B, like air dash in, like after, or like
cross through, but
the threat of the dive kick.
Yeah, it can be difficult to control. But now we're gonna see Yukari's biggest strength, probably this Ran super. Very good at blocking the opponent down. You just throw it out there on block and sort of force them to hold a mix up.
Alright, running the clock here on both of these declares. It's gonna be interesting to see as we get the time running out on Yukari's side here.
And then just using the Ran again to take their turn back, and
yeah.
Nice conversion from Baco though, using the bullets to connect the green sword.
I'll manage to weave through. Nice, the bomb there to reset the stage a little bit and buy some space for each other here.
Yeah, nice.
Baco just one hit away.
Reflected by Baco to interrupt Freudia's pacing and bring them down to 1 HP and towards the jump bait to finish it off.
Do you think it's something that happens a lot, where it's like, being at 1 HP and trying to secure it, because you can't chip kill in this game, as far as I'm aware, so it does make it a little bit awkward to like secure that last hit, especially like right now as we saw the last run with it.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a little awkward when you do see pixel comebacks, but sort of the nature of the game is that it's generally not too hard to play for like a hit. The risk reward changes a lot when you don't have to worry about what hits will lead to combos, what hits lead to damage. You see a lot of like straight hits leading to knockdowns. Like right there, for example, the risk reward on these like small hits is really skewed when you're in 1 HP, of course. They result in the game ending. So it does create a very interesting dynamic. So attempting to bait some kind of cheat.
Nice. Actually managed to catch that roll. The roll is so disorienting to deal with. Oh my gosh, but Pico seems to be definitely on top of it. The check with the low, manages to jump up, but even still being pressured, and the bomb comes out.
Potentially something that could come back to bite Baco here. He did drop that combo earlier, going for the optimal stuff. But Yukari's hitbox is a little weird. It doesn't quite have the same juggle properties as the other hitboxes. So if he hasn't played against Yukari recently, he might not be ready for that.
You find it something that comes into play a lot, just like the way that the hitbox is shaped when you're going for like extended routes, that it's like very droppable.
Yeah, I think it could impact Baco a lot here. He does like to go for like the most optimal combos and really make the most out of his juggle bar, but with Yukari's hurtbox, it might be a problem. Nice. But we'll see if he's able to pick those up.
Yeah, Baco in a commanding position right now. Read the roll in on the knockdown, but now getting pushed all the way to the side as Ferdia does have a chance to get something going here.
Baco's showing a lot of respect to the dashing stop sign into O-Bomb. Practically has not gone for a single punish on it. But 48 just hasn't shown the O-Bomb yet, so managing to steal a lot of turns.
Yeah, playing pretty respectful around that O-Bomb, like you said. And now, actually manages to catch that and secure the first game win here.
Yeah, the J2A, again, that dive kick sort of being a party starter for Yukari, wanting to get in with it and start her pressure. Leads into combos on the counter hit.
Yeah, definitely in a game like this where you pretty much have to react to all straight hits to get as much damage as you want. Being able to do that with a move like the dive kick, the pseudo dive kick, is super key for Yukari, it seems.
Yeah, Baco gets one bomb out and then does get a knockdown here.
Nice. I love the later air dash in the catch. Baco right now on top of this. Look at all this damage coming on board and has to deal with the roll.
You see there, Baco actually abridged his combo. Maybe adjusting to the fact that the Yukari hitbox is a bit janky to deal with. Went for a shorter combo and managed to hit his ender. So potentially getting ahead of things and not wanting to drop a combo and lose out a lot of damage like in the last game.
Sure, actually manages to jump out this time. Look at this chip and the spirit gauges disappear. Does need to get out before it becomes a concern, but manages to actually reset the situation once more.
Yeah, great usage of Rand, but Baco does manage to weather the storm, and Ferdia no longer has access to the spell card. And so now we see that sort of the cards are in Baco's hand. He's got access to Declare, Ferdia no bombs. Just a lot of great things going his way, as long as he can avoid exploding in the corner.
Oh, whoa. Actually managed to make the most of this punish here. Declare comes out.
Yeah, an extremely safe choice to declare there.
Yeah.
Sort of choosing between getting to chase the knockdown and restoring a large portion of his health. Just opts to go for the safer route, and it pays off.
Yeah, definitely. Basically just ensures that you can go for that in the future, where it's like, I have enough health to basically play this game a little bit longer, I can know how to read and deal with your roles. He's been doing a great job of that so far. Nice. More time. Oh, bomb
Nice
for an
conversion with the
extension.
O-bomb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, has been playing super far back there, Breed. I noticed that Freddy is going for tech roll in quite a bit, and Bako seems to be aware of it for sure. So we've been seeing Freddy maybe like try to delay or like anticipate that and like go for like the tech roll back.
Yeah, with Yukari, her wake-ups are generally pretty ambiguous, having the
Mhm.
same teleport animation, regardless of whether she's teleporting backwards or forwards. So we may see Ferdia opting to like roll into the corner, making it look like they're rolling out. So
Yeah.
we'll see how they mix it up in round 3, but or game 3. But as we saw there, Baco is sort of in command on
Yeah.
offense.
It seems to be especially like the way that Baco's going about the tech rolls too. It's like once they're spaced like very well for it, like when the tech roll ends, they're right in their face and they can just start the pressure right away. So being able to make that a little bit more ambiguous would be great on Freddy for sure. But Bako already getting a chance to start the offense once more here.
Yeah, tries to anti-air with J or 2C, but not quite able to hit the dive kick, but does manage to get back in.
Mm-hmm.
Something we've seen a lot from Baco is he is threatening these grabs, but he hasn't really been going for these grabs too much. So I wonder if that's going to come into play in game 3. Ferdia tending to be content blocking. But with 2 more Rans on deck and this knockdown,
Ooh.
it's very possible that Baco doesn't get another opportunity.
Yeah, needs to find an opportunity to try to declare it a second here.
Ooh, overhead tombstone. Trades with the bomb, but not enough help to survive.
Unfortunately not. So down a bomb here, down a round. It's a little bit awkward, but you can definitely make it happen here.
Yeah, great movement from Fordia, not getting tagged there, despite the awkward situation, but is knocked down.
Oh, gets caught there.
Just trying to keep Baco in the corner, but he managed to air dash over.
Yeah, been doing a really great job of like how they air dash or the timing in which they air dash, to not get out completely uncontested, but manage to get there without too much damage or too much chip from bullets or anything like that to be a big deal.
Yeah, we finally saw the first stop sign
Ooh.
into O-Bomb, and Baco respects it despite Ferdia not showing it for 2 entire games. So definitely happy about that, but is getting controlled right now and struggling to find an opportunity to declare. And Ferdia is going to take it and move on to the winners finals against Dollar.
Yeah, it looked like there was like, especially after game 2, so many opportunities where Baco felt pretty comfortable about what they were gonna do, like how they were gonna try to like work their way out of the pressure, and especially we saw like a lot of successful like air dashes out, and then opportunities where Baco could really shine. But in the end, Freddie had a lot of momentum and a lot of like chip hits or like spirit breaks where it led to some really solid damage and knockdown, and just got to like slowly snowball from there.
Yeah, so definitely going to be able to see more of both those players later and looking forward to
Mm-hmm.
that. But coming up next, we're going to have Aloud versus Greg. We saw Greg's Alice earlier, but have not been able to see Aloud just yet. He should be playing Sakia.
Yes, yeah. This is definitely a character that I feel like most people are pretty familiar with. Like Sakuya being a pretty prominent character in IAMP, and rightly so, right? Really strong. Has like pretty much all the tools available. Can put out so much damage, and in the corner once you're against them, it's very scary to deal with.
Yeah, so coming up, yeah, Sakia is sort of the de facto top tier of the game. Jack of all
Yeah.
trades character, great damage, great offense. She does suffer a little bit on defense. She will, if Greg gets started, have a lot of trouble escaping. Alice's Oki setups and pressure. So realistically, this match could go either way, just depending on who gets started.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see how this shakes out here as we get into our losers top 8.
So Greg trying to play neutral with these spinners, doing a great job.
Nice. Trying to work their way out of this corner though. Greg does have ample room to work with to try to keep Allowed contained. I like the spinners being used to basically like restrict Allowed's movement in neutral and out of the corner. It's really an interesting tool that you have to try to be cognizant of it all the time. Otherwise, you are going to get clipped and potentially comboed back right into where we started.
Yeah, spinners being one of Alice's sort of heavier hitting moves does lead to a decent amount of damage, and often she's able to follow up and score like a knockdown and a bit more damage.
Yeah.
Not really something you just want to get hit by.
For sure.
We see Greg off to an early lead here, but Allowed is able to get started with the sake pressure.
Yeah, it's something you do need to try to bide your time to get going here. I like the declared, actually manages to sneak it in just fine. And this is a really good opportunity for Allowed to come right back into this game. O-Bomb to keep them right back. Spears come out. And this is going to be really scary to deal with. Look at that, running the clock down and pretty much preventing Allowed any chance of escaping.
Yeah, we see a nice corner guard crush scenario. Is going to be able to use the time stop though. No spirit going the way of Greg. Should be a jump 8, but no, managed to escape.
Oh, very scary. That actually getting clipped out there, trying to maybe here or just like play button there. Not sure how that worked out.
Potentially a fantastic opportunity there for Allowed to get the air to air after the time stop, but weaseling his way out, Greg is able to secure it.
Nice. I like the check there after the low.
Yeah, Greg just doing a good job of playing patiently behind his dolls, waiting for Allowed to make a mistake and then call him out with the 2A.
Yeah, it covers so many options here. Look at the spinner. Allowed not 100% confident to try to basically take space with it right in front. You know, Greg can do so much to try to call out Allowed trying to jump over spinners or anything like that. But now it's Allowed's turn to shine here. Has Greg contain. Actually manages to walk out of the corner though. Now, oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, great little like dash under 660 to keep Allowed in the corner from Greg. And but we see right back to neutral. Allowed is trying to get a little more mileage out of these far A pokes and does get the knockdown.
The declare come in, the one right in retaliation here. Actually manages to skirt the super.
Yeah, Greg potentially playing for a trade there. That super does not actually have any invincibility. But once the doll is active, hitting Alice does not make it go away. So it's just looking to get sort of a cheeky trade to escape the corner. Oh, we see a level 2 time stop coming out.
Nice.
One of the best supers in the game, just for its neutral dominance and the amount of spirit damage you'll see here.
Yeah, look at that meter just disappear.
But the 2A into 6A Gatling is going to give the first round towards Greg.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting ideas that Allowed tried to do to deal with Greg. Like, I feel, especially on knockdowns, I had a lot of like opportunities to get something going, but Greg seems to be really comfortable in this matchup and knowing where to try to challenge or where these block strings naturally end to try to be like, okay, it's my turn, I'm gonna press or do whatever I want, or just even like retreat and get space going so I can get spinners or anything set up here.
Ooh, nice conversion. Uses the spinner and the J2C to connect another JD. And yeah, I think that, you know, if you talk about how common a character is and how sort of straightforward they are, Sake is quite the ways up there. So for maybe a player who is like strong at fighting games in general and does play this game, but isn't necessarily grinding on the Discord, 24/7. Like Greg, this is I'd say a pretty good matchup to get. It's not like a Yukari, it's not like a Patchouli or like some, maybe on paper better matchup for Alice, but maybe something that you haven't played in a long time.
Exactly. Yeah, you're experienced, you're knowledgeable, like you know what to expect. Nice.
Yeah, there's not really gonna be any surprises coming from Sake here. So nice declare from Allowed though on the stagger.
Yeah, I like it. Can I get something going? I think he's been opting for level 1 time stop here, so sure to get something small here.
Yeah, nice little pickup from the 5C.
Once more.
This is just too late in the declare animation. Should be able to get a guard crush.
Ooh, maybe not.
Yeah, not quite able to convert that into a full combo, but able to make up some of this life deficit that we've seen go the way of Allowed, but just not able to deal with that corner pressure.
Yeah, no, it was interesting how like we got to see such a big advantage that had just disappeared in an instant right after the declare. Like,
yeah, getting the mash off, but not quite enough to stop the dolls.
okay, the bomb comes out here. Yeah, look at this block. Excellent use there. Able to actually deal with the double overhead just fine.
Yeah, Allowed trying to get started, but getting bombed off, and we're actually seeing one of Sake's very few weaknesses come into play here. Her knives do give quite a lot of point items, so you can see that already Greg has 2 bombs.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be sort of a conscious effort here to deny him bombs. And you see the classic Alice block string coming out.
And the Claire coming out one more time, gets clipped, but not a big concern. Needs to get some damage on the board here if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, very nice dash B counter hit conversion. But is just trying to get started with this level 2 time stop.
Oh, actually managed to get the spirit break this time. Yeah, the guard crush. Oh, the Delaire does come out and is fairly uncontested. Time stop one more time here.
Another time stop, but does not recognize the super jump animation, the startup frame on Alice, and gets grazed right out of his pressure.
Oh, gets put against the wall. Bomb comes out. Nice. One more guard break. Very big. Opportunity to get something going here. One needs pretty much one more hit. There it is.
Yeah, 2-2B getting the job done. Certainly one of the faster guard crushes in the game, difficult to react to. And okay, gets the knockdown on the bomb punish. And like I said, Saki does give up a lot of bombs, but since Greg is down to 0 here, he might actually get denied. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. But 3 knockdowns already. One more will give him a bomb.
Okay, nice. JV catches the air tech here. Very big. Get something going here. Allowed. Getting one more guard break.
Yeah, that's going to be a bomb going over to Greg. So potentially a bit more work ahead of Allowed.
Yeah, but even though it has a very significant life lead, even with Declare coming out, so it's a good spot to be in, even though you are giving up a little bit of resource for your opponent to use. And there's the second bomb coming on stage.
And then just going for that early declare, just wanting to sort of push the issue and deny the Horai doll.
Check one more time stop.
Actually, I kind of like this early declare coming out from Allowed, going straight into the level 2 time stop, trying to sort of rob Alice of her opportunities to use her super. Unfortunately, not quite able to convert off this idea.
Even still has a bit of a lead. The beep comes out. The doll does make quite a bit of a statement here. Now has to work out of this position. These scraps are not leading too well into Allowed's favor. Greg, one more time stop.
A little worried this time stop might be a bit too early, but is still going to get the Oki.
Oh, wow. In the end, able to take it and even up the score here. What a piece.
Yeah, nice meaty 5B, closing out the round. Bring it 1-1. You love to see it.
Yeah, what a crazy adaptation we got to see from Allowed there. Greg was doing so many things right, I think, but just being able to grant so many opportunities, especially when the bombs were gone and they're off the table, allowed us able to steamroll there and just find some momentum.
Yeah, I mean that's I feel like something you're definitely going to see in this matchup. Like I was talking about, it is very momentum heavy. Both characters' weaknesses are sort of their defense, and so if one of the characters is caught without bombs, it becomes a. Or honestly, even if Saki gets caught with a bomb, Alice is able to pressure from outside that bomb range quite well. We just see a ton of damage going Greg's way.
Yeah, look at that deficit right now. It's so big to deal with. There's a bombed frame trap, but it doesn't work out here.
Yeah, Allowed just hoping to find some space with that neutral bomb off the 6-6B and not able to get it, not able to declare, and finding himself down 2 bombs already in the second round.
Yeah, it's not looking too great, but definitely not unwinnable so far, Greg. Already with a more Alice pressure to show. Oh my gosh, these meters are just disappearing here. It's so hard for Law to get something going. Big hit, though, does allow for the corner carry and a position to get something going from.
Yeah, tries to use that 2-2B, which is James has been, or Allowed has been finding a lot of success in using that 2-2B, but does get bombed off this time. Greg making use of his resources to stay on the offensive.
Gotta be really careful here. Not a lot of HP to work with and not a lot of room to declare either, so can definitely spell the end if you get one more hit and gets capped in this corner. Look at this pressure.
Yeah,
there it is.
2-3-6A just being slightly outside of the corner. That spinner that just has a little bit of space is so scary, so hard to press a button against, and it just stays there for so long when it's not hitting you, and it catches Allowed to take the round.
Yeah, unfortunate way to see it end there, but regardless, great stuff to Greg for being able to hold it down there in the end, and I believe they will get to fight Polrog in a little bit here, but we still got one more match here for losers top 8 to round out this cut here as we get to see Sagetz and VGOnline roll up for the last match of losers top 8.
Yeah, let's bring them out. I know Sagetz said that he was playing in the Hisoten Soku tournament at the same time, so there's a possibility we may need to run another match ahead of time, but if they're available, this will definitely be the match we're playing.
Yeah, looks like we're running into a couple technical issues here, but so while we have a moment, I'd love to just remind everyone about a couple things here. Please, if you can, check out the match arena or check out our merch, Vortex Gallery Online 2024. Brought to you by 956 Productions here. Please support the event, buy a shirt, and support Vortex Gallery, 956pro.com/shop. And just like I was saying earlier, check out the Matcherino here for Vortex Gallery, !Matcherino, and click a code, support your players here. Partnered with Matcherino to provide community prize pools for over 100 tournaments. Contribute to the pot of your favorite games today for free by visiting matcherino.com/VGON24, or click !Matcherino in the chat there, and you should be able to click a code.
I definitely appreciate any and all support for the players.
Yeah, please. Every little bit counts.
A healthy $120 last time I checked, and very happy to see that. Potentially, one of the largest prize pool IF tournaments of all time.
Not to brag, but we're doing pretty good.
Completely unfact checked, but it's very possible.
But no, yeah, it's been great seeing everyone's support here. And just a reminder, also, we are Vortex Gallery is coming back, returning offline to Frosty Fausting's January 23rd to 26th. Bring your own mix to 4 days of community at Frosty Faustings 17. And check out the social media account at Frosty Faustings for more updates. There's so many games there. Pick and choose whatever you want. It'll probably be there. Come support Vortex Gallery, please, for one more year. Yeah, it looks like though we are just waiting for our next match, Saget's and VMAOI to just get everything sorted here before we get going here. But yeah, just wanted to thank everyone again for tuning in, whether it be competing or just hanging out in the stream. It's been a pleasure to be able to be on the mic here with Zombie and get to see so many cool matches. There's not a lot of representation that we get to see through online, so it's a pleasure to be able to provide that here with Vortex Gallery today. So it's been amazing to see.
I mean, this is sort of, I guess, one of the hidden gems, in my opinion, of the like indie mid 2000s fighting games. And obviously Ahsoka is also a fantastic game, but I feel like that this game gets overlooked a little bit because they say, oh, I'm going to play a Toho Fighter, and that one being a bit more popular, got a bit more of a player base, leads to people tending to try that one and having a great time with it, which is awesome. But it does leave this one a little neglected sometimes, but we have a good time with it and we love it, so we continue to rock it.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome getting to see like these games given some love. A lot of these like games, especially if you just sit down with them and play for just a couple of minutes, you get to see like how you can just learn in an evening, get understanding. I am being a game that for sure, you definitely need to sit down and sink your teeth into it. It took me a little while to get comfortable moving around, especially with just how different it is compared to like your traditional fighting, like 2D fighter. But once you do get to do that, you get to see like a thriving and honestly super friendly community. So it's been a pleasure to be a part of this today, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, even just sitting down and learning the game, playing potentially like by yourself or with a couple of friends, you get to see a lot of cool ideas. Even again between the two Toho fighting games, they all look quite different and bring their own ideas to the table. So always happy to show off and highlight this game that I love here, Immaterial and Missing Power. So we are going to see here we have VGOnline versus Sigets. Probably see Sigets on the looks like maybe Yuko here, and I'm not sure who VGOnline plays. They are currently hovering the Marissa. And Marissa is definitely one of the matches that I know Sigets has prepared this, I say this loosely, counter pick for. Not truly a counter pick, but one of the matchups that is maybe so bad for Mei Ling that he doesn't want to deal with. The damage discrepancy is quite high, and Marissa's 6B goes under so many of Mei Ling's moves that we will just see the Yuko instead, which probably another bad matchup, but certainly a lot more playable than the Mei Ling Marissa matchup.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it, especially you see Sigets in the chat talking about how this is a quote unquote counter pick. So it'll definitely be an interesting matchup to see for sure.
Counter pick in air quotes here.
The biggest air quotes ever.
It is an upgrade of matchup though, and it becomes playable. Yuko does have the ability to somewhat keep up with Marissa's damage, although much less reliable in terms of receiving her combos, and sort of has to deal with the same nonsense from the Marissa 6B going under many of her moves. But we'll see how Sigets is able to adapt to it. Again, this is his preferred matchup, so don't feel too bad for him if it looks bad. He picked it on purpose.
We all have the same character select, so in the end, right? Yeah, it looks like we're getting everything ready here. Everyone's, just shaking hands and making sure their buttons are all good. It's gonna be an exciting match here as we get to round out top 8. Winner gets to fight Beko, who we just saw a little earlier fall to Freudia. So all strong players, no matter which side of the bracket you are on tonight.
Yeah, so definitely interested to see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Get's able to get offense started first, setting up butterflies and going right into the ring, plus on block. The ring being plus on block and providing a decent chunk of spirit damage. But VV fighting back, getting offense going. Retreating to full screen, playing behind her puffballs. Guard break 5A. Sadly, sort of immediately see one of Yuko's weaknesses come into play, which is the butterflies interrupting combos. Can cause her damage to be a little unstable, but seeing quite a bit of damage coming out for Sigets. Oh, nice dash A, gets the anti-air. Just controlling the space. It's the counter hit jump A and converts it into the 5A, 6A pickup.
I like the use of Marissa trying to contest any setup with bullets with like DP to try to check any point. It's obviously a really risky strategy, but this new working out super well so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of situations in this matchup where you can kind of get away with the cheeky DP, where the butterflies will sort of ruin your opponent's attempt to punish. But you have to know where those spots are, and potentially with some really great timing from the Yuko player, you could still see some pretty big damage coming out. Relatively early declare from BB though, getting the solar system out, going to find an opportunity to set up the orbs, but yeah, just goes for a wake up.
Orbs work actually gets a connection here, and great stuff here. Ooh.
Yeah, converts the dash A into fan spin. See a wake up BP. Nice block. Misses the punish though.
Oh, it's so awkward. It looks like VMAI has like been doing a really great job of spacing their block strings, but now Sigets is trying to find like a little bit of like crack in the armor and found a way to like navigate the space super well.
Yeah, able to get a pretty solid punish on the broom ride there, and it closes out the round. Again, Yuko, of course, does have this high damage. The problem usually is getting started, and Sigets is not having that problem.
Yeah, right now.
To connect a few one full combo already, and looking for a second one.
Yeah, VMAO needs to find a way to get these puffballs on screen and control space super well, because otherwise, yeah, once Sigets gets in and once Sigets is able to keep VMAO locked down, it's only a matter of time, before you can find an opening with these block strings, and it's leading to so much, just like you said, this damage is amounting to a lot.
Yeah, Sigets is doing a great job of more or less being a wall, denying dash unders with jump A, controlling space with the butterflies, just preventing VV's movements as much as possible. And we see a guard break 5A right into a knockdown with butterfly sound.
Yeah, VMAO can't find a way to get out of this just yet. This managed to get mid-screen space, but then again put to the other side of the screen. It's almost impossible for them to get out right now.
Yeah, Yuko 5A is such a great button for that ground to air spacing. Just
so good.
Absolutely controlling her and keeping her on the ground. But does use the bomb to get out. Manages to get an offensive declare. But right back in the corner, unfortunately. And looking for an opportunity to get started. We do see the solar system. Doesn't quite deploy it just yet, but nice far A poke. Broom ride manages to escape though.
Needs to find the way in. Actually manages to get the hit there. Not confirming into a knockdown just yet, but still has a chance to get to work. The butterflies, though, do actually
Again, we
create
see
an
that
awkward
guard
situation.
break
Yeah.
5A going to anti-air off the block JA and lead to death. So yeah,
Yeah, I
that was
believe that.
great stuff from Sigets.
What an interesting way that matchup ended up shaking out, where you see like um there are some points where VGOnline was willing to contest and challenge specific things, especially in like a neutral, or like the first block strings from mid screen, and then like Sigets is just so comfortable with this character that they're just able to basically like frame trap so well, and then the knockdown. And once you get that knockdown, once you get that damage going, it just like it's leads to so much damage, and unfortunately VGOnline can't. Couldn't find a way to deal with it. It was very, very difficult for sure. But yeah, it looks like that is the end of our first section of top 8 here, as we think we're gonna get winner side rolling up here in a moment.
No, we've got the losers quarters
Oh,
coming up next.
yes.
So these are the 5th place matches. We're going to have Polrog versus Greg coming on first. And then after that, we've got Sigets, who we just saw, versus Bako. Just seeing who can qualify for the loser semis and move on, and who is going to unfortunately go out at 5th.
All right, yeah, it looks like we're getting both of them locked in and ready to go. This will be an interesting matchup. We get to see Greg play a little bit earlier against the Loud. And Pollard do a great job against Sigets earlier today. So these are two heavy hitters as we got to see through today's bracket. But I'm interested how these two will shape up against each other.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of have a funny story about meeting both of these individuals playing IAMP. They're sort of hidden bosses in a way. So Paul, I met at a Seattle local, and I hadn't known him beforehand, and he wasn't very active on the Mizumi IRC at the time, and he just randomly had IAMP, so we just played IAMP at this Seattle local where I didn't expect it to happen. And I have a pretty similar story with Greg, so I think it's hilarious they're playing together. Greg was, I believe, Canada Cup 2019.
Whoa.
I was just in one of the 24-hour rooms, and I met Greg, and we were talking about games for, we're at a major, we're talking about games, and IAMP comes up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I fucking love that game." I'm like, "What?" And then we just played IAMP at Canada Cup for
that's awesome.
like an hour or two. So really funny seeing them play each other, and maybe not so funny for Paul, as Greg does manage to take the first round extremely convincingly.
Yeah, it's a lot of like what we've been seeing Greg being so dominant at right now. Once you get this Alice pressure set up with the dolls, spinners and everything going on, like Polrog can't really find a way right out. Hasn't opted to use bombs yet to try to contest or challenge. He does get to use a bomb for this combo here, but it's becoming very difficult. But let's see if they can get started here.
Yeah, it can always be very difficult to bomb Alice's pressure to begin with. She has such long range that she doesn't always give you a good spot to do it. Wow, nice JV coming down. Hits with the cross-up hitbox and does get a knockdown.
Does get the knockdown this time here. Bomb coming back for Polrog. So this would be a good chance to try to see if you can get some momentum going and try to build a declare. But even still, it's so rough right now. If you do find an opening, you might be able to see a chance for Polrog to try to come back here. As now we got Greg contained, but the bomb does come out. And the declare does as well.
Paul finding space to declare, but doesn't have a lot of spirit to work with. And going to get knocked down. Is able to recover the spirit as a result, though. So honestly, quite a bit of space for him, even though he got knocked down.
Oh, manages to skirt the bomb this time here. Big combo. Gonna go actually spend for the super this time. And this will allow Paul some room to get some back and forth going now against Greg here.
Yeah, and with the Fantasy Seal on deck, Paul is looking at only one more good hit to close it out, but we're still going to have to find that hit. Not the type of super that combos off everything and does run out.
Nice. Actually managing to secure this round here. 1 round apiece here for this game 1. Let's see what we can do to turn the tides and get this in your favor. Craig's going to walk away from this.
A lot of pressure coming out. Making good use of the spinner high jump cancel. Paul not having a great answer for. Goes for the 2A, but just gets air dashed over. Oh, JB catches the jump out. Just not quite ready for Craig to come down with buttons there.
No, not quite. Yeah, I love the contest there. I think that was a 2A. Was able to actually mash against the Alice pressure here, and Paul gets some room to be able to get some zoning out. The needles start coming out too as well. They try to catch Greg navigating through space, but these spinners are gonna create a little bit of a tension point for both of them. And now Greg gets the pressure started here one more time. Cool.
Yeah, able to crush Paul's spirit, and just looking for one more hit and gets it with the dash B.
You saw how long that block string went? It's insane, and there was like almost no opportunity for Paul Rock to try to get out. Had like no spirit gauge, too far away for a bomb. Like couldn't try to walk out or anything because anything would frame trap. It was deadly.
Yeah, excellent first game going towards Greg's way, and so Paul's gonna see if he can tie it up here, but we'll have to see if there's any adaptation because Greg was looking quite strong.
Yeah, for sure. Not out of the woods just yet, though. Paul Rog, definitely an opponent that you can't just take, you can't just put away and deal with like it's nothing for sure. So you have to give it your best here. You want to walk home the victor, but already getting to show how oppressive their pressure is and being able to convert so much.
I've seen 2-2B O-bombs. Doesn't fall for it, though. Right back at it is Greg. And Paul looking at a slim spear bar, trying to find space to get it back. Getting knocked down is one way, but maybe not the way you wanted it to go when suddenly crushed again.
Yeah, all of this chip is starting to amount to so much there. Gets hit in the end here and down around here in this potentially final game here. And this, keep in mind, this is losers. If you're out here, you're out of the event. So it's a pretty big spot.
Yeah, Paul's really going to have to step it up for this potentially final round of this tournament run. And we see a guard crush just a little too far for the 2-2B. So Paul living by a thread, gets his offense going. Just gets super jumped out. Okay, no
actually gets clipped this time. Big damage and the knockdown. Dolls come out here one more time. And we're back to the same spot as before.
Yeah, again, great use of the spinners from Greg. We've seen that all tournament long.
And oh my god, doing a great job of like bringing the block string in the corners so the doll actually does get the bullets out. It's great to get to see like a knowledgeable Alice show their skills tonight. It's awesome.
Yeah, when you see these experienced Alice players, it looks so effortless the way they'll
really
connect their normals and like really bring you from like one doll to the next, and it makes it look so free. But then when you play her, it's quite a bit different.
It's impossible, yeah, for sure.
So
here we go.
Definitely great to see.
Both in decent spots to try to declare right now. Here, a lot of chip on the table. Paul Rog does actually manage to get a declare out here, but between the two spinners, it's going to be hard to stay grounded. Comes the declare in retaliation here. The two comes out. Super comes out as well, but
gonna get a lot of value from this fantasy seal. Potentially see a lot of chip damage going Paul's way, but Greg is just going to try and control him here.
Yeah, I like the attempt to the dash out there, but Greg was ready this time.
Nice 6-6B, but not quite big enough to get the pickup.
Nice check. Actually does manage to, whoa, beat out the bomb, but the scramble is so awkward. Paul just needs one hit here to try to secure an end, but Greg is going to do everything in their power to try to end this now.
Ooh, nice 2A. Just enough damage to close the round out. Moving on to round 3. Paul's tournament life still alive, but definitely going to want to win this one. Wow, nice air to air. Leaves it right into the 5B loop, but drops the combo. Good recovery. You know he'd be thinking about that one later.
For sure. All right. Parg with a pretty sizable life lead right now. Trying to find a way to basically carry this into a game win, but Greg already has Parg near the corner in a pretty good spot here, and no bombs on either side, so something to be aware of as we get close to the end of this round here.
Greg actually does have one bomb
there
recently, and he is potentially going to be able to use that to get one more opportunity, potentially to declare. Could be a really big thing for him here.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to see how people utilize their bombs offensively, defensively, as they try to gain space or whatever. And now the declaration comes out one more time here. Paul does manage to get one spirit break here and needs to find a way to secure this round.
Yeah, and honestly, an extremely confident declare from Greg right there, just doing it raw and neutral. Not afraid of the Yomu far A. Hasn't really been too vulnerable to it. Done a great job of maneuvering. So Paul a little bit hesitant to spend the spirit on that poke.
Yeah, it does get clipped here and connects into the super knockdown. Does leave Paul Rog in the corner here, as Greg does manage to try to like wind out this counter here for themselves. Don't think we're gonna get to see another doll come out here.
Yeah, Paul just looking for pretty much any hit here. Just maybe a stray far A, some JC, jump A could be good.
Can play pretty okay here, knowing that, you know, only a spirit break is the really big fear at this moment, but it could, you know, increase at any moment in time, right?
Yeah, this is maybe normally you would play for time in a match like this.
Yeah.
Paul, but there is no clock to help him here, and he's just gonna have to land the slide and win the round.
There it is, one game apiece here going into this game 3. I like what we've been seeing, this back and forth between the two, and the patient scrambling game that we saw like in the beginning of the set, where I guess, you know, everyone was trying to find their footing or like work around like how the two play, ending up in Greg's favor. But now it's slowly tilted back to Paul taking the advantage. So we'll see how this shapes out.
I know Paul only has a bit of Alice experience, mostly mine, which I'll tell you I played quite a bit differently from Greg. So maybe he's adapting a bit. Maybe he just got lucky. It's hard to say. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens in round 3.
We can't give Paul too much credit here, you know.
No, that was an amazing pickup from Greg, though. Solid 2,600 damage. You know, any kind of connection like that, you're happy to see as Alice. Just getting a bit more damage on the board.
Oh, I love the air dash back there. O-bomb twice in a row now. None on the table just yet, but not too big of a concern this early in the game here. Does need to find a way to get a big hit, get something going though. All right, now carried to the corner.
Extension. 2-2B gets a knockdown.
Yeah, reads the roll in this time to manage to reset the situation one more time. Closing the gap, and now Greg can maybe carry to the corner. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, Paul beginning to recognize that Greg is waiting for those O-bombs on the slide and instead saving the bomb. So potentially see some better defense from him in these last couple of rounds.
Yeah, for sure. Now with both declared, this is a really good spot on both sides here. Bomb comes out one more time to try to deal with that spirit break. No immediate follow-up though, so this
big conversion with the Yang Orb.
It's still a decent amount of chunk of declare time here. One more bomb. Oh, actually, let's go this time.
Yeah, that bomb being completely ungrazable, but Paul trying to find a way out regardless. Ooh, converts right into the orb. Disrespecting the doll, which, Greg was sort of expecting to go on the defensive, trying to take his turn, but just gets tagged instead.
Yeah, and this is a really interesting position to be in now. Spirit Break can come in, has the O-Bomb actual left here, but not a lot of HP on both sides, so any solid hit after chip can do it in there.
Yeah, jump A, hitting high. Paul switching to the low block just a bit too early there. Going to close the round out for Greg. Both players using bombs in the home stretch to look for their hit, get their
Yeah,
W.
exactly. I do like it though. It definitely seems like after this first two games, that both players have been playing a little bit more confident in their abilities. Trying to contest in certain ways, trying to challenge like certain people's defensive strings. It's been very exciting to see so far. But as we round up and Greg is on top of everything, it'll be crazy to see how Aura can get out of this sticky situation here.
Yeah, jumps forward, managed to escape from the anti-air dash jump A. So seeing the situation flip, but gets immediately bombed off. Greg not wanting anything to do with that. Says it's my turn to be on offense, and it's going to stay that way. But Paul doing a good job of navigating it, getting a couple JCs here and there to punish these 2As and just attempts to control space, but again, relatively low damage punishes. Having a hard time making up this life deficit.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be quite an uphill battle here, but definitely not impossible as we've seen so far. Solid scrappy hits are working out pretty well, but Greg has on the offensive one more time, and this block string is so deadly as we've gotten to see already.
Yeah,
Guard break
goes high. Well, not quite ready to commit to a bomb when Greg comes in close to finish off the guard break. And
yeah, I think trying to fish for a bomb here at the end too. Maybe to try to avoid a declare. Oh, one more declare.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, Paul had got away with a couple of those. Right? See, sort of a max damage double bomb combo.
Yeah.
But if Greg isn't able to close this round out, that could come back to having no bombs for this defensive sequence here.
Yeah. It's super scary. He gets hit by the super. The seal's coming in here to give a little bit of room for Paul Rog, but now we're back to the corner and has to spend the bomb.
Yeah, just totally guard crushed and down to 1 HP. Not able to find a way out. Greg is going to take it.
What a crazy way to end that set. There was like a point there where I really believed that Paul Rog can come back there, where Greg had it locked down, especially once the declared came out on their end too. Crazy stuff from both players, but in the end, Greg will move on for losers semis there. And it looks like, yeah, we will be getting our winners finals up here shortly with I think this is Bako and Sigets here, but
yeah, Bako and Sigets will be up next. So I know that it seems like Sigets might be in a match right now for Soku. Very strong player in both of the Toho fighting games, so making 2 bracket runs at the same time, always a little bit extra stressful, but
we got the double feature tonight, so it's expected that we get a little bit of a...
Going to take a short break here, probably about 5 minutes, and then we will be back with Bako vs Sigets. So definitely stick around, and we will catch you guys in 5 minutes. Yeah, welcome back from our break. We are ready to jump right back into it with Sigets vs Bako.
I'm excited. This is going to be a great match here to round out more of our top cut here. Bako and Sigets, we've already gotten to see both of them play. Sigets a little earlier against Vivi Mayoy, and Bako against Greg and Frodia. So there are already 2 talented players here getting to show their skills. We get to see the Mei-Ling, looks like, as we get the hover, and Bako already know. We've seen them on the Yomu. This will be good. This will be a good match.
We can see Yomu versus Mei-Ling. Yeah, this is a tough matchup for Mei-Ling, as many of them are. They are sort of both the close range infighters of the game. However, Mei Ling sort of has the consistent pressure, while Yomu has the command grab at her disposal. But the damage differential is quite high in favor of Yomu, and we're going to have to see how Sigetz is able to manage these like RPS scenarios and like really see if he's able to be right more times than Beiko.
Yeah, it'll be interesting how this shakes up here. Reminder that this is loser's side, so you know you're out, you're out. So every match is gonna count here, and we'll see how these two can compete against each other here. Already off to a pretty grand start. Oh, bomb coming out, and keep contained in the corner here. Sigetz already has to hold this entire block right here and getting guard crushed. This is gonna deal some solid damage on Beiko's part.
That 2-2B low guard crush is exceptionally fast and very difficult to see.
Oh my god. You see how locked down they were? It couldn't do anything there. The Spirit Crush is definitely going to hurt.
Yeah, Beiko going for the high option there with the 5C, but gets blocked by Sigetz, getting just another chance at life. You know, maybe not wanting to use any of these bombs with this big of a life deficit, but at least getting the chance to declare and see if he can work his way back in, maybe learn a couple more habits, you know, get an opportunity to feel out Beiko's play here.
For sure, yeah. This is definitely an opportunity to try to find as much mileage as you can out of it. Maybe even if you can't take the round win, you can learn so much from these little engagements here. But Beiko will walk away the victor for the first round here. Not over yet, not in the woods. Still has both bombs. So this is going to be
both bombs
pretty big.
But Beiko without any, although she is one of the characters who doesn't need him as badly against Mei Ling as some other characters do to escape her corner pressure. Has access to the DP, totally meterless. Does quite, you know, does quite a good job against her pressure. And considering Mei Ling's low damage is not as high risk as you would expect a reversal DP to be.
Yeah, Beiko's been doing a really good job of catching Sigetz like in this air state, and then like doing ground to air into air to air, and then the basically full chain fall down, and then either like getting a spirit break out of it, or at least continuing a block string. Really on top of that so far, and even these positions where you see them down and like against the wall, like we're seeing now, like you're able to work out so well to weave through space.
All right, see Sigetz get a little bit of offense started, manages to find enough space to declare. Gets the Mountain Crusher ready to go. Gonna look for an opportunity to use it, but not always possible.
Fortunately not. Yeah, still has a little bit of that resource left here on the board, but with not a lot of health to work with. Any hit is going to lead to a really awkward opportunity for Beiko to basically finish the game. Oh, actually managed to get in the command grab.
Yeah, it goes for the command grab there. Maybe not being quite as cognizant of the life total on Sigetz, or maybe just not confident about getting a 5A punish there. Manages to take the first game.
All right, not to be dissuaded though. There's a lot of opportunities to try to find a way to get this started here. Already has Beiko up against the wall here, so this is a good spot to be in. Trying to find a way, maybe bait a bomb there too. I like that, but nothing too solid just quite yet. And now Beiko, whoa.
Yeah, Sigetz just trying to keep him trapped here, just stuck in the corner, whittle him down, you know, one hit at a time. What else can you really do? But Beiko finding the opportunity to turn this around in his favor, get the corner combo, and I think we're probably just going to see that, you know, Beiko has both bombs on deck, or one bomb on deck, and probably just going to use it for offense. She does have a lot of defensive tools against Mei Ling. The 2B low profile, the backdash, the DP, but gets hit by the stomp, and very nice hit for Sigetz.
Yeah. Oh, now Beiko has a chance to get something going. Dealing with this declare is a really good spot. Oh, bomb comes out to the situation, and now Sigetz one more chance to get something going here. One more command grab.
Not quite enough damage to kill, but does put Sigetz in a very tight spot.
Oh no! Unfortunately, the super does not connect here. Unfazed though. Does get clipped after the string though.
Baco on match point here. Just looking for one more round, and so far looking very comfortable. Not phased at all by Siga's pressure, very patient.
Yeah, doing so well, just navigating the space. It's so hard for Sigetz to get in, and especially now that you have like 2 bombs, have your reversal, like you were saying earlier, it's hard to be able to like lock this character down.
You see there, the Yomu backdash, sort of having notoriously low recovery. Able to use it to make Sigetz whiff an attack and take his turn back.
Oh, nice catch here. Able to get something started here. Drops the
Just
super, but yeah, still has that opportunity going here. Reads the roll in. Choosing the other foot. The tech in actually gets started here. There, this time it does connect.
We should see at least one more O-bomb into it. This is the damage I was talking about that Mei-Ling actually does have access to with this level 2 super. Able to bring back that life deficit quite well.
Oh, the declared actually does manage to come out on Baco's side here. Does opportunity them some life here to work with. So does get hit, knockdown, so scrappy, but can't find anything off that knockdown mid-screen.
A nice conversion to the green sword, going to take the second game.
Wow, that was crazy. In the end, Baco does come out on top 2-0, but there were so many opportunities where it just felt like Baco had Siget's number. Whether it be like through experience with the character or just familiarity in the matchup, or a combination of all those factors. Like Baco just was on that the whole game. Siget's
we did see Siget start to come back though in that second round, or that last match, scoring the double Yoho, managing to even out the life totals, had a great opportunity to get back into it, but just not quite able to do it, with Baco ultimately clutching it out with the green sword conversion.
Yeah, for sure. I really liked what I did see from Sigetz though, just like you said. There were some points where you get to see like Sigetz really trying to call out Baco, trying to maybe like go for a reversal and pressure, or trying to bait out like a bomb in some sort, and like maybe just not being able to get that just because though there's so many options, and with backdash being a tool that you've already mentioned here being such a strong option, like being able to cycle and deal with all 3 of them is so difficult, no matter who you are, really, no matter what experience. But in the end, Baco was just on top of all of it, so we'll get to move on to play Greg, I believe.
Yeah, that's going to be our losers semis match. But coming up next, we actually have the winners finals, which is going to be Dollar versus Freudia in a 1-3. So we should see Marissa versus Yukari, but these two do play each other quite frequently, so maybe they've got another matchup in mind. Maybe there's a counter pick coming out, or maybe someone feels confident on a secondary and just wants to show off their stuff on stream. So we'll see how that goes. And
just real quick here, while we have a quick moment, I just wanted to shout out the Matcherino specifically. Just a reminder, everyone, exclamation mark Matcherino, or I believe it is 1 second here. Yeah, VGOnline 24. Please check it out. Every little code counts. Come support our players. This has been a great bracket to see. So thank you to everyone who supported and will support. But now we got our next match coming up here. I'm super excited to see these two play here. We've already seen them so much. This is going to be a great one.
Yeah, definitely a matchup that is not unfamiliar to the IAMP Discord. Again, being two of the more active players. Definitely going to be some good matches, though. And I think we'll see some really strong IAMP play.
Yeah, it looks like we're going for the Marisamir, looks like.
Yeah, this looks like a Marisamir. I believe we have a dollar on the player 1. This is, I think, Freudia's sort of Game Boy Color gold palette.
Yeah.
And dollar on the default.
So it'll be hard to keep track, but we'll try to do the best we can here to see how this shakes out. The mirror is always an interesting matchup in every game. You're pretty familiar with what you can do, and and how to deal with what you can do. But being able to play it with someone like piloting it, it's always really interesting, especially with a character like Marisa, who has so many tools to be able to navigate the space.
Yeah, definitely. She does have quite a few tools at her disposal, which are varying degrees of strong against her, and we're going to see which ones each player thinks are the best to bring out in the mirror. And so far, it seems like Dollar's got a bit of a read on the matchup, but I say that and Fordia immediately gets knocked down. So
yeah, and these puffballs clashing are going to be very interesting. See how they control space here. Fordia managing to walk out of the corner here and keep Dollar contained. Big hit does allow for this combo to come in the knockdown. Gonna try to read maybe the roll in here. Yeah, like that.
wow, great bait on the DP. Managed to take the first round. Yeah, I mean, we did see that life lead come to fruition, but Marisa, contrary to the Ring Moon and Mei Ling, we've been seeing a very high damage character. Does so much damage in the corner, and
yeah, it'll make a big difference, especially on these stray hits where we're seeing like the JB loops come into play. It leads to so much, and having the earn for Oki and being able to read rolls so well, it's gonna be hard to deal with on either side here. So
yeah, Birding doing a really good job of spacing themselves out of the corner in such a way that Dollar's jump-ins with. But right now, Dollar's just kind of got the advantage on offense, managing to convert these block strings and these pressure sequences into tangible benefits, whereas Fordia just hasn't got the opportunity to do that yet, outside of the first round, obviously.
yeah, it's already within the first game we're getting to see a big difference. And keep in mind, this is a first to 3, so we have a lot of room to be able to deal with each other here as we get everything started. Actually beats the reversal this time.
Yeah, and then blocks the Graze attack. So 2 baits in a row going Dollar's way, tying it up 1-1.
Nice, another catch on the reversal there.
Just a bit too far to connect the broom right though.
Yeah. Oh, the puffball actually coming into play, getting the knockdown here and keeping Friday contained right now. So it's gonna be kind of difficult to get out of this sticky situation. Does actually read the roll in this time and get a little bit extra damage, but we're pretty much back to neutral at this point here.
The double puffball uses the Graze attack to score the knockdown though. Going back and forth with these dash A's. An excellent sort of anti-jump tool with the downward broom swing. Ooh, great conversion.
Whoa, nice.
Dollar showing off his expertise on the character, getting that bit of extra damage with the air dash back B, and taking the first game there. So right back into it with the second round. Seems like Fordia didn't even think twice about the character matchup, not going towards the Yukari, instead staying on the mirror, feeling like this is their best chance at winning in this winners finals.
Yeah, at least so far, you do have another game potentially behind you to be able to try to change something up here, but right now all this data is just super important for both sides here. Oh, actually able to get a follow-up on the earn, but the air tech does lead to a scramble that does actually reset the situation here.
I've seen Dollar doing a great job of just sort of walking under Fordia without putting himself into the jump A though. Just making things really uncomfortable for them. Hey, Broom ride right over. No punish.
Nice. Yeah, Fordia actually gets a chance to declare here. I like that. Take the space back, and now with a Master Spark on the table, should be opportunity to be able to load a bunch of damage here. Oh, the beam barely whiffs. Oh my god, the dead. Oh. Wait, oh my god, the last hit.
Yeah, Dollar caught out by the Master Heart. not able to get the punish, but not receiving a ton of damage either. So
yeah, not something you see too often, but still hilarious nonetheless. But Dollar has an opportunity to do the same here.
2A. Oh, gets punished by the Master Spark. Called right out. Tons of damage going Dollar's way, bringing the life deficit in his favor instead.
Yeah, might have a chance to do one more team 2 here as we throw into the clock. There it is. Force
Yeah,
the
not,
block
not a
here.
great
No.
opportunity though. Just pushes Freddy back to full screen. Puts himself at a bit of a disadvantage waiting for Spirit to come back, but going to recover without much issue.
Yeah, not too bad at this point here. Still holding strong right now. We're pretty even on life and meter have bombs and everything too. Like we're pretty much back to square one at this point.
Yeah, it's been an extremely even matchup right now. 6A into 5C. Pressuring with the air dash off of it. Just chasing Freudia's escape and DPing their jump in. Nice delay.
Nice. Whoa, great stuff here. Actually able to confirm that in the end.
Yeah, the ground bounce from the counter hit 2-2A being quite fatal here.
Counter hits feel so good in this game. You're just being able to like confirm it into such solid damage, especially with a character like Marisa, where it's like you can lead it into like really big corner extensions. So if you can like capitalize on these hits and get so much, it's so worth it. Damage is crazy.
Y'all are doing an excellent job too on these forward rolls, standing in such an ambiguous spot that you don't know if you're going to be crossed up on wake up or not. And Freudia kind of getting tagged a decent amount rolling out of the corner.
Yeah, already down a game, so this is gonna hurt if you're gonna continue like this moving into this potentially third and final game. But can't think about that right now. You want to play with the cards you got. So, oh, counter hit, but no follow up right away. Actually gets a spot to declare, gets hit by the
a little bit of a misinput there, going for the pot and instead getting the butt.
All right, orbs come on stage here.
Wow, nice conversion.
Doesn't kill, but just shy.
You're more than happy to take that stray puffball mid-screen into Master Spark. Any amount of time in life you can buy against the Horror is well worth it. So dollars going up 2-0 in this winners finals.
Yeah, lock it in. Just gonna stay on the Marisa. No problems there. I definitely don't think it's like a character like you can maybe solve it by swapping characters, but right now it's just like feeling each other out and the experience. And as we've seen, like these rounds can definitely go like to the final stretch of HP. No problem.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, Freudia is gonna know better than either of us about
exactly
the Yukari Fairs here. So you know, I just gotta trust them here and see how they adapt going into the third game. You know, potentially if it goes, you go down 3-0, maybe you come back in grands and you try something else. But we'll, you know, conquer that when we get there.
Exactly. Yeah, we got so much more game, so much more to be played for sure.
Nice, converts into the broom ride for a knockdown. Not able to keep Dollar trapped in the corner though. Throwing a couple puffballs out. Laser interrupts the puffball.
Yeah, I like the laser there. That's great stuff there. Whoa, a little bit of an awkward scramble there, but
yeah, we see this double 60A sort of trade where they both whiff on each other in the dead zone.
Yeah, just like that.
It's a bit of a Marissa handshake, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not the last time we're gonna see it.
No, absolutely not. So we see Dollar going for the 6A pressure. It gets bombed off. Tries the DP, but just gets punished for his trouble. Both players declaring Master Spark.
Yeah, trying to find opportunity to lock each other down. Big chat here. Keeps Freudia really close. Wow,
bait.
actually, yeah. Takes a simple knockdown. Same thing though in retaliation. We'll actually get to avoid the beat one more time. Uh-oh. I think I missed the cancel there. Just a little bit of an awkward timing.
Alright, Dollar's in the dead zone. Might get a punish.
Oh,
does not delay quite enough. Gets caught by the Master Fart a second time. Anti-air Master Spark. Closing out the first round.
Alright, big one here for Dollar. Just one round away from walking up and be able to take for grand finals here.
Yeah, Master Spark being such an incredible spell card. It's so hard to punish despite looking like one of those moves that you check on the wiki and see like -90.
Yeah.
It's actually so much harder to punish than it looks.
It's so tall, it's so long, and if you're like, there's so much to deal with. It's insane, and we've already seen two really strong players get hit by it, unintentionally so.
Well, counter
Nice
hit
catch.
5B. This
Mhm.
was looking good for Fordia, but eating this full combo is not where you want to be.
All right, actually does manage to evade both those urns here. One more urn set, the tech roll in, the DP out, does get an opportunity to declare.
Yeah, signs of life from Fordia. You know, if they can get started with the solar system here, it's going to look good, but needs to find that opportunity first.
All right, orbs come out here for Freudia. Opportunity to get something going if they the right super. The orb comes out and has to actually evade the beam this time.
Yeah, tons of damage here. See if they get their reset. Oh, misses the cancel, but does get it up in time to continue pressure with it. Misses the whiff punish. That would have been huge. Been a ton of damage and potentially taking the game.
Yeah, still on edge though. Freudia does have an opportunity to seal this out and stay in this game here. Needs to find a solid hit. These scrambles actually work out.
Yeah, gets the 5B. And we're going to see at least one more round. Wow, counter hit 63B, catching the high escape there.
Yeah, good stuff. Just leaving them grounded here.
Nice punish on the dash attack.
Oh, I love the urn jumping as a JB. It was great to catch out Dollar now. It looks like Freudia is like, kind of getting in the zone here. Starting to get way more comfortable as the sets progress. And this constant Marius is definitely paying off so far.
I definitely found their groove a bit. And this is going to be a full combo.
Ooh.
This is going to put Fordia in a great spot.
Yeah, not going to opt to declare. He wants to keep the positioning. I really like this. Has so much to work with. Doesn't really need to do much else, really.
Yeah, still at nearly full life and only has to deal with
Exactly.
potentially 2 sets of orbs. And isn't even going to have to deal with 1, scoring that 2A into 6B to take the game.
Nice, and we got a game here. We got a set. I love that. To see Freudia do so well as we get to see Dollar potentially hover another character.
Yeah, potentially bring out the Sakia here, but opting to go back to the Marissa. No surprise he is sticking to his comfort pick. And I mean, it was working out for him quite well, except for, 1.1 rounds or something,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Blink and the set can totally go any different here. Regardless of which way you slice it, these games have been really great on both sides for sure. Oh, whoa, into the puffball.
Yeah, right into the puffball. Solid set of damage. Dollar taking a pretty aggressive early start here.
Again, another handshake, no problem.
Wow, that's a big counter hit.
Love that. Urn actually right in front for the roll in, no problems there. And showing how experienced these two are, ready to do anything they can off the knockdown so well.
Yeah, even these characters where you would consider them a bit easier in terms of their combo game and like combo structure, you have a lot of these very like dynamic pickups where like the heights are slightly different, or like the number of bullets you throw is different, or the duration slightly different because they got hit by something else. So seeing a lot of great adaptations on the fly to connect these like pokey situations, and, like right there for example, the pot, creating an extra like hit before the T2A.
It just goes like this game is all about that, right? Adapting to whatever hits you can get and what position you are on the screen. Being able to make the most out of every single thing. Nice. Triple IDJB. Not gonna check it. Oh, the backwards hit. What?
Yeah, dollar pressure. It was a great walk under from Fordia to get back to midstream, but just not able to find a conclusive out there. Dash A gets the knockdown. Again, in that ambiguous space, but this time Fordia is ready for it. 6A whiffs, no punish. 2-2B card crush. Party starter for $1.
Big spot. Managed to get out by some space as well. Freudia needs to find a way to get out. Yeah, it does get punished this time, but not too much comes out of it. Stays in the corner. I actually kind of like that. Dollar was so ready to chase, but instead just gets put into a spot where you can't really do much, and you're kind of still in neutral, but with a positional disadvantage.
I like the DP there. Backed up by the pot, able to get some kind of pressure going. Oh, big punish though.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, the Claire did retaliate as well. Not
Yeah,
gonna get
puffball,
immediately
Master
punished.
Spark. Just going for a guard crush there, but not
Yeah.
quite enough spirit the way of Dollar. So not working out the way that he was hoping. Um,
Yeah, agreed.
you know, Master Spark doing tons of spirit damage. You can often trade it into someone for sort of a safe guard crush, which is maybe something you want to do against. Yeah, so we'll see Dollar just opting for it. Probably gonna get like a light punish here, but well worth it to shut off this spell card.
Oh, whoa. Good to see the O-Bomb there, but not too much comes up from it. Another O-Bomb for Frodia here. Try to call out Dollar. Not much HP to work with. The DP coming out Earn. Doesn't read the roll. And the clash with through actually does lead to Dollar staying standing.
Yeah, tying it up. Dollar on match point here, and Freudia trying to stay in winners. So we see a bit of neutral coming out. Freudia fishing for that jump A. Dollar opting more for this projectile game.
Puffball's coming at the scrap. These first knockdowns in neutral, especially after Puffballs, are so big because they lead to so much damage. Just like we're seeing right now. Freudia has a knockdown the Earn, but the air tech does come out.
Yeah, these jump A's, these counter hits, that ground bounce, counter hits, that wall bounce, they all lead to so much damage for Marissa. So, you know, you can play 2 minutes of perfect neutral and get hit by jump A once, and suddenly you're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, coming out. I like the declare here to give Dollar a little bit of space, and it's just if you call something out with the orbs.
All right, Dollar's got the orbs up. Definitely gonna go for the bomb there. It's just too scary of a snowballing situation.
Another bomb.
Bombs, but gets blown up here. Activates his orbs again. Gets to declare. A little disrespectful, but you know, we take those. So just stagger pressure coming out from Dollar.
Oh no!
Of course, a clean hit.
I think that's it.
Yeah, right into the orbs. Tons of damage. Like I was saying, this super spell card just snowballs so hard and does so much damage. So Dollar's gonna move on to grand finals.
Yeah, moving on 3-1 over Freudia there. Freudia will fall to the loser side of the bracket, and we'll wait for our next match to find out who they're playing against. It looks like but we will have our losers semis rolling up here very, very shortly though, with Greg and Bako coming up to play.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good match. I don't know if these two have ever played against each other. So it'll be interesting to see how they adapt.
Yeah, it'll be a great match. We've already gotten to see Greg pull out some crazy games against Paul Rog, against Aloud. And oh no, it looks like taking a quick peek at the bracket earlier, Bako did play Greg.
Oh, that's right. He sent Greg to losers.
Yeah, so this is
I
a bit of a
remember that
run
now.
back we're getting. Yeah.
It was a tough game one for Bako, where Greg took the early lead and then he managed to adapt in the games 2 and 3. So we'll see if there's some counter adaptation from Greg. Maybe he's a bit warmed up now. Potentially looking at getting one more set here, or if Bako's download will stay in place.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Greg's been looking great so far. I love this Alice play that we've been getting to see so far. But that's not to say, Bako hasn't shown their skills too. It's been really fun to see the Yomu show up to play, and getting to see this character representation tonight from a bunch of different of the variety of the cast. I think that was the only mirror match we saw earlier today, right? Like that. I think I believe that was the only mirror match we saw.
The mirror match just now was the only mirror match we've seen. So it looks like they're goofing off a little bit at character select. Maybe we'll see a non-standard pick, but it looks like it's going to end up being the Yomu Alice.
Yeah, no problem. So what do you think about this matchup sticks out to you? Do you think that this is like Yomu favored or Alice favored? Who comes out on top here?
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to Alice's bomb management quite a bit. Because Yomu does have a lot of sticking power and tons of damage, great pressure. But overall, Alice is favored at the neutral, I would say, and obviously has her own offense but on defense, she really relies on the bombs here. So
Cool. We'll see. Now these two are both warmed up. These two are ready to go here. Still first to 2, so you still got to play around that. But hopefully, you know, after we get to see them play a bunch, they're all raring and ready to go here.
yeah, Baco trying to use the reflector on the spinners, which is pretty effective, but just a bit out of range here. 6B, guard crush. Ooh,
Yeah,
I like that. Greg just took the hit on the 5B there, not trying to play into the stagger minigame so that he could bomb after.
Yeah, don't mind that. No problems there. They could get a chance to get their offense started here. Bit of a lead right now in terms of health, but with declaration on the table, you know, it's something you gotta keep an eye out for here while Greg does buy themselves some space.
It looks like Greg is opting to greed just a little bit, trying to get maybe like one more spell card on deck, and I don't blame him. It was a pretty big life deficit to build back, but we see the Declare come out, and now going to look for an opportunity to use these bombs.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna do everything they can to get going here. The doll's coming up on screen. Trying to find a way to get hit as this timer does come down here. One more bomb, but no dice. It's a little bit chip on deck.
Oh, a little too early on that command grab, not able to score it, and gets punished for it.
Okay, so one more bomb. Yeah, it does actually get hit this time, so the knockdown does come out to play here.
Yeah, it looks like Baco actually went for the chicken block there, so we saw a guard crush to do the spirit damage, and does get the Declare.
Nice, yeah. So now shoots on the other foot. Baco has a chance to get something going here. And with this little health lead and a lot of cards on the table, could actually amount to some pretty solid damage.
Yeah, one thing you can see in Baco's gameplay that is maybe the mark of a more experienced Yomu player against Alice is he makes use of the far A, the little crescent slash. Generally a very underutilized piece of Yomu's toolkit. Not as useful in most matchups, but against Alice here, you're going to see it has some uses because it is a way to poke her out of her A buttons you know, at those ranges where she feels most comfortable. And while certainly it's going to lose to that quite a bit, you're going to see Baco score a couple knockdowns with it and potentially snowball those to a round win.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see it, especially when a lot of characters get basically pushed out of any punish range in like a lot of Alice block strings, but Baco being able to use that far A has been getting quite a bit of mileage. Alright, but Greg has a chance to get the play here. Spinner's out, but now getting dragged into the corner. The Obama does get baited, yeah.
Oh, just knees right through the spinner.
Now both get to declare here.
Counter hit JB.
Oh, big damage coming up.
Gonna see another sword.
Oh no!
Drops a confirm and gets punished for it. Big combo into laser.
Yeah, life deficit getting the slowly but surely put right back here. 2 beam comes out, but nothing too crazy comes out of it. Baco just trying to find a way to open them up. Yeah, there into the sword does confirm that.
Yeah, dash B to hit confirmed into 236 D.
Yeah, great stuff we've been seeing so far. Even though, you know, Baco came out on top there in the end of that game, it did feel pretty close, but now we're seeing a swap here.
Yeah, going to see the Yuka. Not something I've seen from Greg, but, you know, I like he's decided to try something new, right? Like, got the opportunity of winners to play the 3 games against Yomu, and then in losers now, still not working, decided, hey, let's ship something up.
Yeah, some type of variety needs to be seen for sure, and I like the choice here, but right now, Baco definitely still has the advantage, keeping them contained a little bit, trying to find a way to basically prevent any type of advantage being gained that the reversal comes out to try to knock down any semblance of a pressure start here.
Yeah, great 3DA coming out from Greg there to score the knockdown and get some pressure here on Baco. Uses the flip. Definitely a strong option to keep Yomu from getting too aggressive on offense.
Yeah. I really do like what we're seeing. Baco has not been, you know, shy from trying to contest on any of these pressure resets or opportunities like the frame traps. And it is leading to a lot of positions where I feel like Greg is almost like scared to confirm a block string or anything like that.
Nice butterfly though. Tries to punish with green sword and then tries to punish with butterfly, both failing.
Oh no.
Maybe both players overestimating the spell cards just a bit.
Yeah.
Baco drops the second green sword. Cross up bullets there. Very tricky to block. Just enough to win the round two. You know, no potential combo there, but didn't need one. Oh, great anti-air 2C.
Baco one round away from potentially coming out and getting to fight Frutia in losers finals. This character swap not going too well, but still a lot of room, a lot of resource time to be able to get something going here for Greg. We'll see what we can find here. Gotta dig deep.
We see Baco really leveraging this low profile 2B on defense here.
So big.
Such an annoying move to deal with, especially for a character like Yuko, who doesn't. She really wants to use her 5 AM pressure, but here she's kind of being forced to use 2A.
Oh, I actually thought we would get to see a punish there, but unfortunately it doesn't check out.
Just whittling away with these 2B, 2B, 2B. Not really confident to go into the BDP follow-up.
Yeah.
But happy to take the... Oh, see the devil?
Nice. Oh my gosh. So good. The declare does come out, but in the corner, and Baco actually able to take advantage of this here.
Yeah, he's
the roll in.
Coming out.
You gotta see some tight pressure here if we want to see Greg stay in this a little while longer than mashup. That's opportunity to get something going, but
2-2A connects.
Oh, nice!
And Greg still has a lot of super sword with her. Probably gonna earn a second one. So would have loved to see it there on block to keep the pressure going, but instead Baco gets his turn, and going to be looking for another opportunity here.
Oh, and it looks like that's it for the super. The command guard comes out, able to confirm into damage, and there you go. Baco does walk away from that 2-0.
Yeah, lands the full combo and moving on to losers finals.
Yeah, I loved it when we finally got to see the level 2 declaration come on board. There were so many opportunities where we get to see Greg confirm to damage and then basically just rinse repeat. But in the end, it just wasn't enough. It was just a little shy there from coming out on top. But it looks like we will get our losers finals roaring and ready to go here. Frutia versus Baco for VGOnline 2024 IM Top 8. Thanks everyone for tuning in and watching so far. It's been a pleasure to be a part of this. And it's been awesome to get to see all these gamers pull up and play.
Yeah, it's been a great time with these matches, and just as excited to see the top 3 pan out.
Oh yeah, totally.
We had Frutia put Baco into losers, and it was a very close set, so this could go either way. And then who knows if either player will be able to come out on top over Dollar in the end.
Dollar's already gotten the show like why they're a dominant force in the scene too. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
it's a hard hill to climb for sure.
Having a strong showing in that Marissa Mir. And just one more set ahead for him. But for now, we've got Baco versus Frutia, with Baco opting not to play the Yomu here, going for the Yuko instead. So I'll be interested to see what he chooses to mix up. Maybe he did, wasn't feeling comfortable in that matchup. Just wants to play a bit of a simpler game here. And so far, some great pressure coming out. That Yukari has a lot of tools to sort of stall in the air. It can be very annoying to pin down with the sort of the teleport ground tech. So I think maybe Baco sees that, okay, instead I can play this Yuko character, I can play a little more passive, sort of make her come to me instead of trying to get in on her. And so far it's working out for him.
Yeah, it's definitely going to show like how comfortable they are with like quite a few characters on the cast right now, and even having Rhea locked down. This is, oh my god, this is very impressive to see.
Yeah, Bago putting on a clinic right now, showing,
Yeah.
you know, he's not just a Yomu player. He's got the Yuko in the pocket too.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh my god, this has been awesome to see. It's just the first round. We got so much more to be played here. All right, the declaration does subside here. Actually managed to weave past that.
Yeah, so
Oh,
just floating above that 63B.
yeah.
Not, like, sort of just not interacting with Yuko here.
Yeah, is it something that's not very punishable? Could you could not just punish that, or is it more like I just want to take the space and go back to neutral?
I mean, it's pretty punishable, but you kind of have to be on the ground to reach it in time. Oh, but you know, that huge lead built up by Baco doesn't mean anything if you can't get the declare.
Yeah,
and Freya takes the first round.
Actually able to come out on top, but we get to see, like, if you can carry that advantage in the end, that's all we really need to see from Baco. Freya not going to take that, you know, sitting down for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of round that you have to just shake off, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You played so well. You're doing great, and then you just sort of not able to clutch it out. And and it looks like Baco shaking it off. He's had no problems moving forward.
Yeah.
Totally comfortable in the second round. Looks just as dominant as the first one.
Yeah, it's almost like when the opponent plays, like when they have 1 HP, like they play so different. Like Frodia's able to take advantage of these like low health situations to be like, oh, my opponent just wants to kill me. I'm gonna do this and come out on top. And it has been working out here. The declaration comes out one more time here. Baco already been in a similar situation before. Just needs to find a way to close this out. You want to come out, keep this game running.
Yeah, but again, does have Ran available. Again, one of the strongest spell cards in the game, especially the level as one of the strongest level 1s as well. So this could be a big comeback. And Baco kind of in the same spot as last round, where he's struggling to find the space to declare. And again, all the lead in the world just doesn't matter if you just can't take advantage of it. So Birdie is going to take that first game.
Yeah, these brown starts are so strong in Baco's favor, but Verdia just being able to play from behind so well. We'll see what they can do if they can keep that lead, but it looks like maybe we might get a character swap here, so Yomu does appear here.
Yeah, Baco may be realizing that while he's sort of controlling the neutral well, having a hard time finding that last bit of space at the end. So we see the Yomu coming back, and off to a pretty good start. But I mean, good on Fordia, able to stay calm and collected. You know, I think that the comeback scenario is not uncommon for Yukari. A lot of her power level is stacked into that Ran spell card, so not an unfamiliar place to play from.
Yeah, for sure, and making the most out of it every time. We see like pretty good declares from Friday being able to get into that position in the first place, and you know, if you never can, you're never gonna be able to secure these round wins. But right now, Baco, oh my gosh, what a crazy showcase so far to take this first round here and basically unfazed from that first game.
Yeah, just pure offense coming out, and like I said, you know, it's not like that loss would have felt bad for Baco. He was playing well, you know, nothing to complain about, just not able to close it out. And now that he's back on maybe a character he's more comfortable on, he's able to clutch out these rounds.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get to see how this shakes out. Fordia already having Baco locked down, but look how willing and comfortable they are to try to contest these pressure streams right now.
Baco rolling out of the corner now, getting his spirit back.
Right, jacking with the low here. I like the bomb, not gonna catch, but this counter hit will lead to some little bit of damage. Actually, dealing with the roll just fine here. Going back into the corner, just needs one more hit to secure the round, but the declare will come out.
Fordia doing a great job of showing patience. not getting caught out by too many like O-bomb frame traps, not forcing Baco to go for the command grab before like they want to show an escape too often, and now finds the opportunity with Ran. Pretty solid combo, and 2 more to go.
Just gotta be careful. The Declare does come out here. Ooh, Freudia does manage to get a pickup, but no Ender on the air attack here.
All right, and we see the Chen, the alternate super, coming out to help control the neutral. Freudia recognizing that they have plenty of meter to spare. Oh, misses the hit confirm.
Doesn't confirm, yeah. Looking for maybe stop signs to try to catch a dash forward at the L, just like that. Get one hit
and
there.
Freudia wins yet another clutch situation.
Insane. All right, one more check. On top of that roll this time, no problems. And this is this awkward like mid-screen, like 2/3 screen space where I feel like Freudia is getting a lot of mileage out of it and be able to contest Yomu and the way that Baco like walks forward.
Oh, great nice. Here, 2C. Gets caught by the J2A though. Such a struggle move for Yomu to deal with. Like, you have the fantastic 2C to contest it, so you feel like you have to, but then this counter hit leads to so much damage, and it's hurting Baco right now.
Alright, walking up here. Has Freudia. Whoa, but the Declare should just come out.
Yeah, passes up on the mid-screen punish in order to get the safe Declare. Pretty solid, and has the run past on deck. Sorry, the blue sword.
Yeah, Slash is on the table here, especially if you find
but going
really
to be guard
hit.
Crushed. Ran 2 on deck, Baco gonna have a hard time not being guard crushed for the rest of the match if he gets put in block soon.
Oh, scary stuff here. And you're in the end of the first Declare here from Baco's side. So you gotta be really careful.
Connects the Ram.
Oh, does connect,
Tons
yeah.
of damage. Put right back in the block stream. Has to block this mix, or it's going to be guard crush. 2-2A hitting backwards.
Oh.
And then 2-2B goes low to close out the game.
All right, 1 game away from Freudia, getting a chance to run it back against Dollar here. But Baco down 2-0. Still on the Yomu, like what we saw so far, but just needs a little bit more to close it out here in this set. Keep it going.
Baco hoping to show, 1 or 2 wins here. Doesn't want to go home to the TO and say 3-0. It was close though.
Definitely has been close so far. Even
it has been close though, but you don't want to say it.
You can do everything you can. 3-1, but it was close though. Sounds way better. 3-2 even.
It's 1 round at a time. So
exactly.
It was just looking to go up 1-0 in this set, in this game.
There you go. Yeah, trying to like maybe play a little bit more patiently after getting hit by like stop sign, which is seems to be really good. But Freudia, unfazed by it, still managing to take some space off of it, so it does make it really scary to try to progress at any point here. One more sign.
Freudia looks comfortable whether they're getting the counter hits and getting the full combos, or just getting the pokes and maybe converting into a tombstone and maybe just going for some like 5C or 2C pressure. Totally unfazed by whether Baco's getting counter hit or not. Calls out the super jump, but the C bullet's ruining the combo. Puts Freudia in a good spot. And Baco just struggling just a bit with the low profile of the stop sign.
Yeah, a little awkward though, but still in a decent spot right now. This knockdown is going to be very important to try to see if we can drag to the corner either side now. Baco can't really find a big opening to progress and take advantage from.
Oh, great anti-air though. So doesn't quite get the meaty. Unfortunate. Not able to lock Freudia down there.
Okay, this is a very important spot to be in now. Which is the roll in, but the reversal does come out.
Yeah, it does get anti-aired by that 623B. And again, the J2A hitting cross up there is so awkward for Yomu to deal with. It just kind of gets stuck blocking. Oh, big counter hit. Going to be able to declare.
Declare right back. No problems there.
Oh, big punish. No loop. Just a little too close to the corner there. but
Mhm.
still happy to take the damage. Bago taking everything he can get.
Still has quite a bit of time here to spend for another. Oh,
Yeah,
Tombstone comes out.
put into the Rand Vortex. Unfortunate.
Uh,
No punish.
No, and actually gonna get hit for that too. Rand comes out. Tombstone one more time. Guard broken. Not gonna kill, but just shy.
Just bombs him off. Wake up, Rand. Crazy stuff coming out from
Wow.
Freudian, taking it 3-0.
What a crazy way to round it out there. Like there was a lot of opportunities that we saw Bako being like, "Oh, I can come back from this. I can secure these round wins." But then in the end, Frodia just so on top of everything, be able to use their supers so well, being able to, play off of these stop signs or these straight hits into full combo knockdowns, and then getting to do the pressure. Um, it was a great showing from both sides, but in the end, Frodia able to come out top, and now a chance to get the run back here in grand finals.
Yeah, Freudia just clawing their way back up, hungry to get back at dollar. I'm curious to know if we're going to see the Marissa mirror again, or maybe trying to carry this Yukari momentum into a reset. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be a great match. We've already seen some amazing games here. So thank you to everyone who's already tuned in. Whether it be playing through the bracket here or participating in chat, it's been a pleasure to be with you guys today. But just as we get our last two players in for the end of today, just want to shout out some things here. To come check out the Vortex Gallery online shop here, brought to you by 956 Productions with some pretty sick merch here. Support the event by buying a shirt at 956pro.com/shop. And
Yeah,
also,
definitely
if
some
while you
sick
have
shirts there.
while you have a chance to, please feel free to check out our Matcherino !Matcherino in the chat, or check it out matcherino.com/VGON24. We're proudly partnered with Matcherino to provide community prize pools for 100 tournaments. Contribute to the pot of your favorite games today, completely free, by visiting the link or checking out in the chat below. Thank you.
There's some very sick stuff there too.
Yeah, every little bit counts, so don't forget to contribute if you can with those codes. But just to round us up here for home, just remember that Vortex Gallery is back for Frosty Faustings, 23rd of January to the 26th. Bring your own mix of 4 days community at Frosty Faustings 17 here, and be sure to check out the social media at Frosty Faustings for more updates about what games you're going to see and when they'll be played. So please tune in and check that out too. That'll be great, offline or online. But that's it for that. Looks like we're getting our last two players here, Dollar and Freudia, up and ready to go here for grand finals. This is going to be a great set. We already got to see the winners final set 3-1 in Dollar's favor there. That was, I believe, the mirror.
Yeah, it
But
was very
there's
strong play from both sides, and kind of went back and forth. But Dollar showing that it being Mercer being his main, sort of had a bit more familiarity with it and was able to pull out ahead. But Freudia, no slouch, definitely had some opportunities to win those. And we're just gonna have to see how it plays out.
Oh, for sure. This is gonna be like a war of attrition, really. Like as we round at the end of the night, there's so many sets that have been played so far. So if you have the stamina to keep going, especially in this first of 3 sets, where they can really go down to the wire, last hit, minutes at a time. So I wish both our players the best of luck here as we get ready to go here.
Yeah, and we're gonna see if we can get them into this. Looks like Dollar's considering running the Patchouli.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick that we don't get to see too often. But maybe not, maybe so. There's a lot of variety we can see today.
He's probably checking his schedule, seeing when he needs this to be done by, and going to the Marissa, trying to get clock out early. Maybe he's got some Saturday night plans he's got to get to. He's like, oh yeah, guys, sorry, I'm running a little late. Let me just wrap this up, bring it to Marissa. No, none of this patchouli nonsense. But yeah, so we actually do see the Yukari coming out on Freudia's side. had their chance at the Marissa Mirror and weren't able to deliver for themselves, so opting for something else instead.
Yeah, and you still get 3 games, you know, those 3 games of matchup knowledge against the Dollar Marissa here. And, you know, getting to show that you can play different characters is a really great boon to have. But for Dollar, it might not even matter, you know, super experience, having played the whole cast, having played in so many of these online events. We can see who can break through the shell here.
Yeah, so far looking good for Dollar. You know, and Fordia obviously having a chance to potentially switch back to the Marissa Mirror if they don't like what they're seeing right now. And, you know, but great bait, but unfortunately was more prepared for defense than offense and does not get a punish. But 3 Rands on deck, potential snowball situation here.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, but opportunity to be able to build some reasons. Oh no, but this lockdown pressure that Dollar's been doing has been a great job of keeping Freddy restrained right now.
Ooh, catches the backdash, combos into 2-2A, and takes the first round.
Oh, I love the Frodia being using 5A to try to contest there. It's a great shot to be able to challenge Maurice Presser and basically just walk out on your own terms, whether using opportunities to like brave traps to like try to jump out or something like that. It's super awkward. So I really like what we're seeing so far.
Yeah, as long as Marissa comes into that 5A range, Yukari sort of has a unfortunate dead zone, sort of in between like the stop sign range and the 5A range. There's a spot where she doesn't have access to like a very particularly fast normal. The stop sign being obviously huge, leads into a lot of damage, great pressure, but a little bit on the slow side. So being able to find those 5As is key for Yukari's defense, and just totally snowballs that entire round in Frodia's favor.
Yeah. Totally. Is that something we're gonna get to see a lot? Like, is Yukari known for like trying to challenge a lot with 5As or like stop sign, for example?
Yeah, the stop sign's been on the slower side, so it's hard to use in pressure.
Yeah.
And so she struggles a bit more against spaced out pressure, where you'd want to use the stop sign, but it's a little too slow, and you can't use the 5A. But Dollar's getting a little bit up close and personal, so Frodia is doing a good job of calling that out with the 5A.
Yeah, doing a great job so far. The declare does come out. Frodia has a chance to maybe try to spend as much of this timer as you can, keeping them locked down a little bit. Yeah. Oh, actually kind of shimmies the 2A there.
Yeah, and you're always very happy to limit your opponent's declare here, right? These Auroras being an incredibly powerful super, as we're going to see here. Pretty much a guaranteed guard crush. And already almost out of time. So every moment you can get is great. And having that threat out of the way is just, you know, a big relief on your mind. You never want to have to go in and like deal with 6 of them, or as Dollar is maybe about to deal with 4 or 5 Rands back to back. So Dollar's going to play really aggressively here and really try to deny the declare, but Frodia gets it off, and so we've got 5 Rands on deck. If you show me the player who can block those, I'll call you a liar.
Yeah, no way. For sure. If you can block all of those, you can have something on your hands for sure. So here we go, game 2. Dollar already up a game in winner, so you know just wants to bring us home real quick. But Frodia gonna do everything they can to keep this going as long as they want. They want to give us a show.
Yeah, it was a great first win going Frodia's way, and you know, showing that maybe they couldn't win the Marissa Mirror, but yeah, with the you know, bringing out their main, which maybe they didn't have the most confidence in before, but they're doing quite well.
Yeah.
So.
This seems to be like a little bit of an awkward matchup for Yukari. I mean, you know, Marissa being such a strong character and being able to like basically play this like lockdown game so well. But Frodia has definitely found like opportunities to be able to like weave around the space really well. But despite that, right now, Marisa's getting something going here. Dollar already has Yukari locked down quite a bit here. Herb comes out here, gets to read the tech roll in. Just running out this timers too. It's great stuff so far, but it's gonna see if we can find Freddie an opportunity to get to use this super.
Baits the O-bomb. Really key there. Able to get started with the Rand. Baits the DP, but no punish. Alright, but gets to use the second Rand. That's going to be a guaranteed crush. Goes into a lot of stagger pressure. Great blocks in the 2-2A, but... Ooh, doesn't quite pick up the combo. Potentially, Yukari's hurt box being a problem there. 2B anti-air. Crush. Oh, misses the second jump A. It's a lot of damage off the table, and we see 6 Master Sparks coming to life.
Yeah, this is going to be very scary indeed. Not a lot of health, so getting hit by one of these beams to get put at basically 1 HP is going to be really bad for Freudia. So you want to prevent this as long as you can. Run that timer down every spot.
And if you're Freudia, you're going to second guess every move here. Every single cancel.
Oh, just like you said.
Yeah, just going to see the reversal coming out, and it's just not scary enough, you know. Like, even if you bait it, Dollar has too much of a life lead, so he's just not scared to let it rip.
Yeah, you pretty much just gotta let him do it, and you know you gotta move on from it. We are on the second round of this match here, but like, you know, Duck on his water's back. You gotta make sure that you can just keep going here.
Air to air sequence.
Nice.
All this time picking up the guard crush. Okay, see dash sign, gets punished by the puffball and block. ATC doesn't get anything started.
Not quite yet here. Counter hit.
Nice.
It does get it. Opportunity for them to breathe. Tombstone comes out. Stop sign tries to check the jump out, but unfortunately just a little shy. And now Dollar gets to declare for this.
Yeah, a couple Master Sparks coming out, but doesn't quite convert that. Still does get the guard crush, but Freud is going to use this opportunity to declare.
Yeah.
That's 3 Rands, which could become a factor.
There's one.
Yeah, full combo. Yeah, just wake up. Master Spark doesn't want to deal with it. But does have to play without Spirit for a bit against this Chen neutral.
Yeah, gotta be super careful. Oh, it does get the guard break here, yeah.
Ooh, instant air backdash JB. Yukari forced into standing from the stagger and closes the round out with the clean hit JB. You know, one of Mercer's best tools in those 1 HP situations.
Yeah, you're just able to do so much out of it, and then off the guard crush, it feels like there's almost nothing that you can do there, and able to close it out so well.
So worried about the 2B also killing you, hitting low, but the JB is just as fast, or nearly. Yeah, tries to keep the broom ride safe with the puffball, but punishes with the graze attack instead. Very good awareness from Freudia.
Oh, maybe a little slow in the earn there to try to catch the roll as well. I'm not gonna get anything up. Does actually get hit. Big counter hit, but not.
Yeah, Broom Ride's right over, but Freudia not confident to go for a punish. Scared of the puffball right behind him.
Yeah, it is a really awkward hit, especially if you let them get projectiles sorted. And even like without a puffball, sometimes you get these like weird like soft hits of Broom that where you like can't really feel like you can punish.
How big stop sign, counter hit.
Ooh.
Both players getting quite low. Trying some Master Sparks. Tried to call that declare out with a full screen Master Spark, but just a bit too slow.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, actually able to get over this Master Spark this time.
Potentially a big ramp punish here.
Oh.
Another wake up bomb. Both players so scared of being on defense right now, and understandably so.
And we'll want to just be able to run with every advantage they can. Oh, does it actually get a lot of hits out of the round there?
Yeah, still, you're happy to get the knockdown, happy to take the 1500 damage, happy to be on offense with 2 more Rands locked and loaded, but doesn't get to use them.
Is that the 623B that came out there? Oh my god.
Yeah, we had a dash attack from Mersa, the butt, and then the J2A from Yukari, and they traded, much to Furia's benefit. But stuck in the corner now.
Yeah, has to work their
Struggling to find a
way
out.
of this position. Good start so far here. Carry coast to coast, but nothing too crazy going up, and still down a bunch of health in this round right now. Yeah,
Nice
another
back.
great, another great 5A.
Okay, Antares with the umbrella spin, and just looking to follow up this 2C pressure. Tries to bait something. No bites.
Yeah. Stuff then doesn't catch on the way down, which is totally fine though. Still have a lot of room to breathe.
Yeah, Dollar finds a way out with DP there and managed to get the orbs locked and loaded, which is see a laser here, instant guard crush, and so pressure is on. Leaps into itself, but it does 6B on wake up.
All right,
Deep
Dollar
causing problems.
What's the orb's actual rock this time here?
You know, it seems like a bad deal to give up one of your bombs to take 800 damage, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dollar did that on purpose. The Rance card is just so scary and just so
It's so
like
good.
so much. So
It's like 800 or like 4,000 or something crazy like that if you get a really good hit.
calls out the DP with Tombstone, which is a projectile.
Oh, the stop sign frame track actually works out really well. I really like that.
Nice conversion.
Yeah.
All enough damage.
Right. Oh, awkward scramble and the bomb comes out to give Freddy a little bit of advantage here. These rolls are actually working out pretty well.
And Dollar potentially wanting to declare here, but honestly not having too many solar systems at his disposal. Just earned the 3rd one, so might be okay with that. Tries to bomb to keep it safe, but no such luck. Alright, pressure corner to corner.
Yep.
With the crush.
Oh, to the Obama, maybe trying to frame trap there?
Yeah, just trying to keep the broom ride safe, but it's just
Yeah.
whiffing on Yukari, so getting punished anyways. Throws Chen out
nice.
to help control neutral.
This is so awkward here. Chen's orb
Tries to
hits.
dash A. Yeah, luckily for Furidia, Dollar was running out of time, so the orbs did not come back. And now on 1 HP, but managed to find a 2B.
Yeah, already up now 2-1 here for this grand final set.
Just right down to the wire.
Yeah, right. Like honestly, these matches could definitely go in any direction here, but Dollar managing to hold up on top, and this is a really good position to be in for Dollar. You know, winner's side here doesn't have to worry about resetting or whatever. Just one more game, one more thing to think about, and then you can go home.
Yeah, compared to Furia's position where they're thinking about got to win this one, they've got to win the next one, and they have to play a whole nother set.
Oh
That's
man, I don't know how you could do it. I don't know, but you gotta try. You gotta dig deep, and this is your chance to show that you can totally do it.
Dollar dashes in, tries to control Freddy with 2-2A, but good blocks.
Oh,
Obama
nice.
taking advantage of Dollar's confidence with the puff ball behind Furidia. Dollar felt quite confident that, you know, they would have been forced to block or receive a punish, but the Obama taking advantage of that. Whis gets punished. I like that spacing, making the jump in with and then taking their turn.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't actually catch on the way down here. Does get the sit out Ren one more time.
Yeah, no tombstone knockdown, but still a healthy chunk of damage and
Yeah.
potentially going into some game-winning pressure here. But Master Spark is on deck, so you have to be careful. This reversal is so good. Yeah, Dollar opting just to take a turn with 5D there. Noticing the J2A hit pretty high. Oh, nice scared air conversion, getting the tombstone knockdown and everything. And there it is. There's the Master Spark. You have to be careful for it. Yukari's got such a wide hitbox. You know, so many characters can dash attack into that dead zone and be safe, but unfortunately for Fordia, Yukari wasn't one of them.
All right, though. Frodia does have a dollar container right now. Actually managed to use that to catch maybe the dash in there, but regardless, gonna take me the most of the situation here and try to roll with it here.
Yeah, Dollar trying to find his way out, but struggling against this 63A right now, or 63B.
Yeah. It's been really good to try to catch it in forward movement.
Yeah, but you do have to be careful if you're Fordia, you know, using it too much. It is an extremely punishable attack on block. 2-2-A guard crush. Very slow overhead, but Dollar wasn't quite ready for it on the landing. But does find space to declare. You know, 1 or 2 Master Sparks just hitting raw would absolutely even this out, and so you're going to see Fordia try to play more defensively, which, you know, Dollar being the experienced player he is going to try to take advantage of.
All right, there comes the first Master Spark. Roll full away, gets to declare. I like that, but now you're in the corner, and so this is going to be a little bit awkward. Meaty does work out here, but not really did too much right away. Still has a bunch of time here on this declare to try to catch another superhero. Maybe one more Master Spark as well, but time runs out.
Master Sparks run out.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
wait, is that it?
So close, but still needs to
one
score one
more.
good hit. And
Anything will do it.
Game. But Dollar's gonna take it.
There it is. Running away with it.
Jump A.
In the end, there's like so many opportunities we get to see like a really, really close match. Frodia, you know, shows some amazing tools on every character they played, but in the end, Dollar keeps it and brings it home with Marisa.
Yeah, good stuff. We got to see a lot of matchups, a lot of different characters. A lot of fun seeing all the great matchups. Congratulations to Dollar for taking it, of course. But good stuff to all the competitors. Fordia, you know, obviously making it all this way to second place. You know, Bako, Greg, Paul, Sigets, Aloud, and BD Mayoi. Thanks for coming, and everyone else that didn't make it to top 8.
Yeah, thank you everyone for playing. It's been a pleasure to be on the mic here today with you, Sabimu. It's been awesome to get in the showcase a game like IAMP. It's hopefully we'll get to see more from the community soon. But it was a pleasure. It really was.
Yeah, it's been such a great time. Thanks for joining us. You know, thank you for coming out commentary with me, and you know, thanks to Leon here for streaming, Tappy for running the bracket, and everyone just for joining and coming out and watching or playing. Yeah,
but with that, I think that's everything for us tonight. I think there's a couple of games still running around it for Vortex Gallery tonight. But from us, that should be the end. So yeah, again, just to bring it home here, shout out to everyone for tuning in on stream, for playing in the bracket. Thanks to everyone on staff for letting us be a part of this. But I think that is the end for us. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much.
See you later.